Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Of Dice and Men. How are you guys doing today?
Doing well.
Bright and early. So early. Holy crap.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. So it's been a little while since we played. So why don't we do a quick check-in and see what everyone's been up to, and then we can hop into game and get to the bottom of our mission here today. How's life been for you, Katerino, in the last 2-3 weeks?
Yeah, life has been fantastic, Koibu. I've been doing medieval fair stuff, doing jobbing, got a new PC. We're living life, we're having fun, playing Jedi Fallen Order. It's good.
Medieval fair stuff?
Yeah, I've been I used to work at a medieval fair doing improv and stage combat, and my friend wanted me to do it this weekend because they need an extra hand, so I did some more improv this weekend, or the last 2 weekends for medieval fair. It was fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hello, cool. Lily, I heard you had a birthday. Happy birthday, Lily.
Happy birthday, Lily.
Happy birthday, Lily.
I think she froze. No,
No, she's here.
She's back.
She's here. She's
You're back.
doing it.
Okay, hi. What'd you say?
Happy
I
birthday.
said you had a birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
What did you do for your birthday?
I drank.
Like a proper adult.
Yeah.
Wonderful. What about you, Mr.Mouton? How's your last few weeks been? Last month?
It's been good. Not much D&D, so sad. But going on a vacation on Monday to see my parents and my family in Northern California, so I'm excited to do that.
For Thanksgiving?
Yep.
Very fun. How far north are you? Are they?
Near Sacramento.
Okay. Oh, which side of Sacramento? The coastal side or the mountain side?
Not the coastal side. I think it's like do you know where I'm not gonna remember right now. I'll come back to you.
Cringe.
Okay,
Oh,
because
God.
my wife's from that area.
Oh,
That's
cool.
what I'm asking. Anywhere near the Auburn area?
You know where Vacaville is?
Yeah, I know where Vacaville is.
Yep, near Vacaville.
Coolio. Sweet. And last but least, Steven, how's your life been?
Did you just say last but least?
Not
Yes,
least.
he did, actually.
You like
Not
stumbled through it.
least.
I don't know. I heard something different.
I'm sorry. If I bite into that, I didn't mean to. Last but not least.
Mm-hmm.
Freudian slip, all right?
Yeah, I stream. We covered some politics. We did some memes. Played some League now, and that's what I've been doing. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm getting a feeling that this is the energy level of today's campaign. So why don't we
I can
slowly
pop an
roll?
energy mint. I can pop an energy mint, Koibu. I can be ready. We can all go. We can get up.
Is an energy mint an Adderall?
No, it's a literal energy mint. I don't have them here.
I was like, what the?
It's called Viter Energy Mints. This is not sponsored. Here, look. See?
Oh,
Oh.
that's good placebo you got there, Kate.
Holy shit. We just need to get some neurotropics in here, and then we'll be all ready to go.
The
Okay,
ape brain.
I would like to remind you guys, just a refresher on some D&D rules. If you take a dodge action, that means that every attack against you that round is at disadvantage.
That you can see.
That you can see. And
That
you take
you
a
can
disengage that works against every single monster that is threatening you. One disengage allows you to run away from a theoretically unlimited number of monsters. Just saying.
Yes. These are all true statements. So where last we left the party, you were in this wizard's tower in the Frostlands. You had climbed in through some windows, ran into a wizard, captured his parrot. The wizard blinked, teleported, vanished, dimension doored, something, and left you guys with his parrot, who talked shit about you for a little while until you threatened to kill him, and then he too vanished in a puff of light and smoke. You scattered out this tower, learned that there was a basement to it, and you were creeping down the main staircase, saw 2 more sentinel guards, these large snowman creatures, and were deciding what to do about them. Because to get to the downward area, you either got to go past them or back out and around the tower and then through the front doors where you would see them again. So you're in this awkward area where these 2 big snowmen are in your way. And I do
Nevitz.
believe that is
And
where
I
we
think,
left off.
well, the plan that we had was that
Yeah, we
Toki
had a whole plan.
was going to be in my pocket. I was going to hop out the window. Our wonderful Lenny the Barbarian was going to heroically challenge the 2 snowmen. We were going to slip by, me and Toki were going to slip by the snowmen, run down to the wizard guy. She was going to pop out, and we were going to get him. We were going to knock him out.
Nevitz, maybe we should go to top of tower beforehand and see if the orb's up there.
I don't think the orb. Oh wait. Oof. I don't think the orb's gonna be up there, Lenny. I'm pretty sure he'd have it with him, wouldn't he?
Maybe not. I feel like you want snow to go out. You have orb in high place to hit maximum area.
I don't think it matters, Lenny. It's a magical orb. I think it could be in a basement and still work just fine. Didn't we, real quick, didn't we already search for the orb and we determined it wasn't up here? I thought we did that last.
Did we go to the top of the tower? I thought we were like in the middle.
You used locate object, and you got a ping from somewhere down underground. Yeah.
Shit. And Daph's gonna stay behind me and heal me, right? As I hold down
Of course, Lenny. Of course. I will back you up. I will be here the whole time. Play some music to inspire you.
I can only get mad one more time.
I got a new instrument. You have limits to the number of
times I can get mad. Yes.
Wow, that's interesting, Lenny. That's a lot of self-control you have. Good for you.
Thank you.
Well, are we ready, guys?
I believe we are. I feel good. Do you guys feel good, team? Do you need a pep talk? Are we good?
I wanna die.
Okay. Lenny, remember,
We
you don't
might
have to
die.
beat the snowman, okay? You just have to stay alive, Lenny.
Yes.
Now, what are we doing? We're stalling and waiting for you?
As soon as Lenny engages, we're just gonna slip on by and run down to the basement, okay?
And we're just stalling. Lenny and I are stalling.
Yep. I mean, I don't think that you guys on your own can kill both of the snow elementals, so...
Don't doubt your teammates, Nevitz. We'll be great. Now, let's go.
I do have 2 attacks.
Okay.
And I have lots and lots of heals. Lots of them.
How many?
Don't you have like 2?
1, but I can cast it a lot of times.
How much HP is it?
Depends on what level I cast it at. But it, let's see.
Oh, well, I was asking how many spell slots you had, sorry.
Oh shit, I forgot we'd already used spell slots. I have 2 spell slots, level 1, 1 spell slot, level 2, 2, level 3.
Damn.
Oh, okay, we're good.
You also can cast...
I don't think we're good. That doesn't sound very good to me.
No,
sounds
that's
real
good.
good.
You also have a protection spell I think you can cast as well. Or somebody, one of you did, either Toki or...
It's Toki. Okay. I'm ready to kill.
Okay, Toki, as soon as we get down there, are you already transformed, Toki?
I'm transforming into
Something that fits in my pocket. Or on my head, I guess.
Shape shifting.
mouse
You
it is.
can transform into Mercy.
Toki,
She'll
before
be
you
a pocket
go,
Mercy.
Okay.
the wizard was talking about casting Fireball. So what you could do is you could transform into Big Bear and stay in front of Nevitz, so that you take the brunt of the Fireball. Then Nevitz could go kill Bear, because Nevitz weak. If he gets hit by Fireball, he dead. But I think you could take all the damage for him, and then he could attack.
Would
Just
that-
a thought.
It's the smartest thing I've heard Letty say in a long time.
Not saying much.
Shit. Just a thought.
What did you call her?
Nice. We don't have any healing cantrips, right? There's none of that doesn't exist, or?
Don't believe they exist.
Okay.
Wait, what?
A healing cantrip.
I'm okay. I'm like
And then, what...
50% awake right now.
Okay. What, Toki, you have a sort of protection spell?
Yeah, one more protection from energy.
What does that do again?
Has resistance to 1 damage type of your choice: acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder.
Can you cast that on me and give me protection from fire?
How long does it last before you...
Yeah.
It lasts 1 hour.
Oh, okay.
It is a concentration spell, so if you take damage, it might break. Just so you know.
Okay, wait, so if we were to say how this works, so you cast a spell like that, a fireball is cast, even if she takes damage, for that fireball I should have the protection, right?
Absolutely, yeah. But if someone kicks her on the way and she botches her save,
If she transforms, is that fucking with the concentration or no?
nope, that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Okay, so why don't I cast it and then turn myself into a mouse?
Yep, so you'll cast protection from energy on me, declaring fire as the damage type, and then we'll go, right? And then what does that do? Just means I take half damage or attacks at disadvantage? Or
Half
what?
damage, I believe, right?
Half damage, and then if you get the fireball dex save, you can take a 4th damage.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay. And then, what is Fireball? Is that 46 or 48?
It's 46. Or 66?
No, it's 8d6.
Oh, fuck.
8d6. What does that mean? Is that 4.5 times 6 for the damage?
Yeah. So 4
26
times 9
or something, or
36 damage average.
36 damage average.
And you'll take half of that, and then you'll get a saving throw for another half. So.
Okay, Koibs. All right. Okay, so we could still die even with that. Okay, whatever. Fuck it.
18,
We might
9.
die.
Okay. Are we ready, guys?
If we die, we die. Yeah.
I can sleep then.
Wait.
So,
Wait.
win-win
What?
for me.
Okay.
Are we ready,
Alright.
guys? We all understand our role?
Yes.
Let's do it. Toki, would you cast Protection from Energy by putting it into the Roll20 screeny thingy for us?
Did I do it? I don't know if I did it.
No, you haven't done it yet.
Okay, hold on.
There we go.
I did it,
Okay.
sir.
Your spell has been consumed. You transform into a mouse or something to go into his pocket?
Yeah.
Wild
the
shape is
cute little
cast?
Mouse.
A ferret.
Oh, should it be a ferret instead? Does that fit in his pocket?
Yeah,
Whatever.
that'll fit.
What about a snake? Can I be a
Ferret.
snake?
That'll fit too.
I want to be a snake.
Okay. You become a snake and
Oh
you
my
slip
God.
into his pocket.
Lily could never be a snake.
Okay.
All right. All the prepared steps have been taken.
Okay.
Chill, Koibs, okay?
Where are the snow golems? They're at the bottom of the stairs?
They're at the bottom of the
You're
stairs.
too excited for this. Okay.
We
I'm
all have
gonna-
to get excited.
I'm
Get
gonna-
excited.
I'm gonna hop out the window so that I'm outside. At the
All
front.
right, you go up, scamper out, hop outside, no problem.
Yep. It is no problem.
Yeah. I tell you when to heal me, okay? Or
What?
you just do it when you
Okay.
just heal
I'll
me.
be good.
All right. Lenny will
Be careful,
run
Lenny.
up, rage, and attack the right snow golem.
Alrighty. Give me an attack roll at advantage. The snow golem cannot see you coming. Its back is to you.
Oh. Okay. Rage, one-handed sword. There's 23. And I
That's
have
definitely gonna hit.
multi-attack now, so here's another one. 27.
Wait, did we
for
level up
20
or something, or?
22 damage.
I don't think we've leveled up.
I'm level 5?
Wait, what do you mean I have multi-attack now? Is this like a recent development?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I had it
fine.
last session. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, chill, Mouton, you're being confused. Okay.
Okay. And you are not wielding a magic weapon,
I
correct?
am
No, you
wielding a
are
magic
wielding a
weapon.
magic weapon. So this is
22.
a true 22 damage to the right golem.
Can I see his
All
HP?
right.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh,
okay.
there.
Yes,
I see him.
it's right over here. It takes the damage, and the two golems turn to face you on the staircase. I'm just put you up here. And
Does Daff follow?
yeah, we'll put
Yeah.
Daff up here as well.
Thank Jesus.
Can I have prepared an attack with my bow?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Give me an attack roll.
Okay. I will, Koibu. For you. Here
Thank
I
you.
go. Here it goes.
16 will hit home. Your elm shortbow puts an arrow
Wow.
straight into the golem, which it takes half damage from.
Wait,
And
it only takes 4? Is that real? Does that mean
Yeah,
I rolled a
you
1?
rolled minimum damage.
You rolled a 1, yeah?
Takes 2. That's alright. That's alright. Good
That's
enough.
good damage.
All right, so on the other side of the front gates, I believe Nevitz and Toki can hear Lenny give his war cry and run into battle.
And
Wait,
then-
can we get a demonstration of a war cry?
Okay.
Okay, awesome.
Nice.
Then I guess we slip in and try to run downstairs. Can I do like can I do this at stealth? I guess. Do I need to do that to see how like kind of?
Yeah, give me a stealth check. The golems are distracted, but
Sneaky,
It's-
sneaky.
possible that you could kick over a loud bucket.
Yeah. So
No, not today.
yeah. Well, also for the since there's noise upstairs and everything, Like, to kind of, like, sneak down and maybe the guy wouldn't hear us because he hears the snowman fighting and then we're being super sneaky when we're running down the stairs.
You did roll a natural 20.
Yeah, I did.
Very sneaky. You slip in through the backs of these creatures as they are facing Lenny on the stairs. You can see the doorway on the left side, or the stairwell that goes down on the left side. And you can scamper over to that stairwell on this round. Now let's roll initiative, and we're just going to have to do this at a round-by-round thing because there are monsters.
Hell yeah. I love
Are we all
initiative,
rolling
Koibu.
initiative?
Just have you and Nevitz roll
Wait,
it. Or
that's
you
good,
and
right?
Lenny roll it.
High is good? In...
High is good in 5th edition.
Why
Hell
didn't
yeah.
Nevitz roll?
Click your character, and then top
Yeah,
left.
yeah,
it should
yeah.
have
No,
power.
no, no. I said, why did Nevitz roll?
I think that might have been an old roll. No, that was a new roll. It's fine. We don't need it.
Wait, why did I roll?
Alright.
Am I not supposed to roll? What do you mean?
No, because the combat's just involving those 4. So we'll just have you
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, okay.
or
Gotcha.
take actions at the end of everything.
Don't be so combative.
Yes,
Steve.
he
It's not your time.
It's about to be all of our times. We'll see.
We're about to die.
All right. The snow elemental will attack you twice. It'll bring its first arm strike to the side of your head and its second arm strike to your knees. Looks like both of these will hit
correct.
for a whopping 23 damage. You take half of this, though. Yeah?
Yep.
That's kind of
So I take a 12.
Yes. And it is your turn, Lenny. You are at the bottom of the staircase. There's a snowman to your left. There's a snowman to your right. And there's a daff behind you.
Stuck in
Hello.
the middle. Sorry.
Lenny is going to attack the snowman on his right or left.
Okay.
With a 14.
14. Do you have advantage on this?
No, I
See, a
guess it
13.
wouldn't. It would be a 13.
You miss. Your sword? Axe?
Yeah.
What is it? Sword?
It's a sword.
It's a sword.
Slices
It's a-
through the snow, sort of sending little small ice crystals away, but not meaningfully impacting the creature. But your other blow comes on in and hacks away another section of frozen water, holding this creature together. Daff,
Yeah. Okay.
your turn.
We're gonna pop out the heals.
Pump them up.
Let's do
Level
it.
1. Cure wounds.
6
For
HP.
6 health. That's really lame, but you know,
Better
I'm
than
doing my
nothing.
best.
That's
And
2.
as my bonus action, I will give my friend Lenny a bardic inspiration die.
Ooh. You are
Thank you.
died, Lenny. You can use this on attack rolls, saving throws, anything that requires you to roll a d20, I believe.
Yeah. And that is true.
In the next
Steve.
10 minutes. Mm-hmm. And you can wait until after you roll before deciding to use the Bardic Inspiration.
Cool.
And the second water elemental will come at you as well with 2 attacks. Slamming
to me.
you
Why are they-
for
Yes.
25 to hit and a 17 to hit.
Both.
All right. You will take 15 divided by 2 is going to be 7, and 12 divided by 2 is 6. So another 13 damage.
Thank you.
Oof.
And at the end of that round, we go to Nevitz and Toki, who have crept over to the stairwell, heading down into the earth.
Is there a doorway or something that we can enter, or
There's no door; it's just an open stairwell.
so we're just continuing down the stairwell?
Yep. You head down the stairwell, going slowly and carefully, and you can hear voices down below. It sounds like that mage you were talking to before and his bird. And the bird, once again, is saying, "Fireball! You should just fireball! Why are we waiting? Fireball!" And the wizard is saying, Now, these people might actually be useful for us. We could get those crystals that we needed." And the bird's saying, "No, just fireball! Just fireball!"
Think of the XP, Steve.
How far away is this voice from us?
It is echoing up the staircase from you, but it's coming in pretty clear. The staircase goes down maybe 40 feet or so, like straight, just in a line. It's not curving or turning or anything. And it opens into a big room at the bottom of that, and the voices sound like they're in that big room.
Okay, so
You can go ahead.
I guess like my question is like, so this turn it's not reasonable for me to get in front of the mage.
The staircase goes down 40 feet, and you have 50 feet of movement. So you could get to the bottom of the staircase and peer around the corner, or something like that.
Yeah, I guess I would go to the very bottom of the staircase where I can kind of like peer around the corner.
Yeah, you can peer around the corner and see that this is some sort of alchemical laboratory. There are all sorts of glass equipment with little burners underneath them, all sorts of fluids being boiled or cooked or simmered or something. Some areas where there are like cooling towers and water is dripping down. There are open books all over the place. Candles litter the room in various states of disarray, burned and unburned. There's a large table in the middle that has some sort of mechanical tinkering things on it. It looks like just a big workshop. There's a lot to take in here. But most importantly, on the opposite corner of the room, you can see another staircase going down, and the wizard and the bird are somewhere in the middle of the room, standing over one of these tables, looking at this fluid that is dripping down into a large Elamire flask.
Okay, gotcha. And how many feet away is he from me when I'm at the bottom of the stairwell?
Maybe about 30.
Okay, so the numbers are important, Koibu, so okay, just checking.
Yeah. All right, next round, top of the initiative order. The first water elemental, the one on the right, will go to attack you again, Lenny. With
Give it to
a
me. Yes.
21 to hit and a 10. I believe the 10 is
hits.
going to miss, and you will take 6
Thank
adjusted
you.
damage from the first snow elemental. And it is your turn, Lenny.
Daff, I need your mightiest heal. And Lenny will attack twice to the same snow elemental. 25 and
Hit.
a 13. Fuck. 13 damage.
Alrighty.
Fuck.
Okay. That is Daft's turn.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. Should I do level 3?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
How does that work?
Shouldn't it cast?
What?
You rolled poorly. The first die is a D8, and you rolled a 2, and the other 2 D8s, you rolled a 1 and a 5.
Holy
Your luck is drying up,
Wait.
running out.
I rolled a 2 and a 5.
A 1, 2, and 5
Oh
plus
my
4.
So I get 12 HP, right?
Yep.
That's fine.
Level 3?
That did not go well for you, did it?
You won't let me go back and use my Bardic Inspiration die, Koibu, correct? On my 13?
No, I
That's
gave
fine.
a
Yeah,
nice
I know
long
you did. I
pause.
heard it, yeah.
Wait, did we... So, that's not total. The 6 is how much I rolled, so we have to also add 4 to it?
Nope. That's
No,
all
no,
taken
the
into account.
second 6 already has the 4. If you mouse over the black 6, you can see the math in it.
Oh.
So I have a
okay.
question. A level 3 will only roll 2d8s?
It'll roll an additional 2d8s on top of the 1d8 plus 4. So it's 3d8 plus 4, and you rolled a 12.
Oh, I see where it is. Yep, okay.
Yeah. It's real trash.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right.
That sucks.
Second snow elemental takes a slam attack and another
Yep.
slam attack at you.
Oh my
The
God.
19 and 13 are both going to hit. You'll take 26 damage.
Oh,
Divided by 2.
Bottom of the staircase.
13 damage?
Yes.
Thank you.
Nice. Damn, barbarians are fucking meaty.
And downstairs, there's Nevitz with a snake in his pocket, peering around the
Ooh.
corner, remaining unseen as...
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay.
Wizard is dressed in green and blue with white hair.
I should have the movement and the free object interaction to run towards the wizard, toss Toki out of my pocket on the other side of him, and then take an attack. At advantage because it's
Yes.
a flank. Because he is very threatened by this snake. Yes?
I suppose if Toki is your free object interaction,
I'm a very
yeah.
scary looking snake.
Yeah.
Give me your
like
best snake
hissing.
voice.
That's pretty scary.
I'm pretty scared.
I'm super intimidating. Snakes are scary. I don't know if you've seen one in real life, but those motherfuckers can kill you if they bite you once, you know? You gotta be careful with them.
Okay.
I can roll an intimidation check if you want to, I don't mind.
Okay, so then I am attacking at advantage the wizard.
Yeah, so you begin to run, you break from your cover, and proceed to head out into the room and immediately run into a invisible wall of force at the end of the staircase that you cannot see. You just kind of like slam into the side of it, and it's solid and real, but not here, and you can see through it. It doesn't make any noise when you run into it, and
How much movement do I consume before running into it? If I'm at the bottom of the staircase.
less than a foot. You know, you're at the bottom of the staircase, sort of
so it's
peering,
just right
and
there.
it's like right there, yeah. And he botches his perception check and doesn't seem to notice. He's still standing there talking with the bird because the wall of force doesn't make any noise when you touch it.
And if I'm holding my rapier, can I push my sword through the?
No.
No.
No, it's a immovable wall of force.
Okay, I call out to the wizard then who hasn't seen me because we were incredibly sneaky. My rapier
sneaky.
sheathed, okay?
Mhm.
Waving my hands. Wizard, sounds as though you need a favor done for you. We need a favor done for us. Perhaps we can come to an agreement.
The
Wow.
wizard whirls on his heel, surprised, drops into like a crouched combat stance. And then a half second passes and he realizes that you're stuck on the other side of this wall and rises to his full height with a bit of a smile and goes, "Yes! I did say that. I could use your assistance." And the bird on his shoulder goes, "No! Fireball! Can't be trusted! Fireball!" The wizard sort of just shushes him with his hand. And since we are dealing with 6-second rounds, let's go back to the elementals at the top.
Good.
The first elemental will attack you twice, Lenny.
Yep.
A 16 for 8 damage,
That's
four,
not
Okay.
and a 16 for 9 damage, which is
Okay.
also 4.
Good.
All right, Lenny, it's your turn. You're at the bottom of this staircase.
Okay. Can Lenny use a so since I got hit this round, I should be good for rage to keep going. So for the next round, so I should be able to take a like retreat action or whatever to disengage and step back a little bit so they can't actually hit me, correct?
You could step back up the staircase
Yeah.
so that only one of them could fit in front of you.
Yeah, that'll be
Instead of
fine.
Both of them.
So I'm gonna probably step back here and yeah, that'll be my turn.
Perfect. You disengaged, and the next... No, it becomes Daph's turn. There we go.
I will cast level 3 Cure Wounds.
Let's get some good rolls in here,
Go.
Dap.
That's better, but it's still another 1 in there somewhere.
Koibu,
You will
I don't
heal
know
15
what is
HP. You are...
You're just
Have
a
you
bad
done
roller,
anything
Kate.
to offend any deities in the last week of your life, Katerino? Did you use any gods' names in vain?
Kate's existence is an
Probably.
affront to all deities, so.
I think so, actually. I think Destiny's very right.
Oh, man.
Oh man, I pissed off some god. Some
Mm-hmm. All right, the next snow elemental will go, and it slides forward and begins to like meld and roll up the stairs. But it completely blocks off the passageway, and the other one cannot get to you. This one will make its 2 attacks.
Good.
1, 2.
Nope. Yes.
11 and 22. You will take 12 points of damage as an icicle pushes past the side of your shield and stabs into your shoulder.
Okay.
And we go back to Nevitz and Toki and the wizard and the bird and the force field down below.
Make it quick.
Go for it.
So I guess it's I'm talking now, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you just so happen to be in luck. And I give like a somewhat exaggerated bow. We are the various operations agencies, and you can definitely task us to do anything you'd require, and I'm sure we can get the job done. I'm sure it's hard to find help out here in this remote region, so maybe you've just gotten so lucky to run into us that we can complete whatever task you need.
Good help is hard to come by, and I could use some people who are interested in a good trade, a good deal. I'm sure there are things that I could provide for you, tools, spells, knowledge. There are things I need from you.
Perhaps we should have a conversation that involves your water elementals above us not murdering my barbarian friend then.
Give me a persuasion check to see if we'll call him off this round.
I'm not very
See if
persuasive,
he
though.
has trusted you enough.
Hold on.
A deception check?
Okay. Let me just... I'm trying to push all the Huerba League games aside yesterday, Mr. Mouton, okay? I'm trying to be very persuasive for you, okay? Let's go ahead and just... I'm just going to throw out like a 13 here. That's what I'm going for.
I could last a few more rounds, but...
Fuck.
At advantage, since the wizard, is at this moment wanting to help the party because he wants things from us.
I really enjoy
So he
this
wants to be
campaign
persuaded.
and would like for it to continue. It would mean a lot for me.
Yeah, the wizard already wanted to talk.
True.
Yeah, but does he trust Nevitz enough to call off his guards?
Obviously enough not to cast the fireball immediately.
I do have a sheathed rapier as well. I'm very non-threatening right now.
You are.
He's also
have your hands
super
out
fucking
and bowing.
And I'm alone. And I'm a little dude.
All right, let me just give him an opposed insight check. If he rolls less than an 8, then it's all good. Holy crap. All right.
Wow.
Natural
You're
1
good.
on the wizard's insight check. He
You're his
raises
best
his
friend.
hand and mumbles a word to himself. And Lenny, you see the snow elementals sort of just stop what they're doing. All action stop. One of them has like a hand that's turned into an ice mallet above its head. The other has or on the other side of the same creature, there's another icicle forming, ready to stab out at you. And then it's a statue at this point. It doesn't move.
Good.
And down below, the wizard says, Good. Now I'm sure you have your reasons for being here. Whatever they are, it's probably a lie or some nonsense. People often come here for misguided reasons. May I ask what brings you to my tower out in these frozen wastelands? Away from civilization? Away from people?
He's still talking just at me.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, we have a little outfit where we go in search of jobs. We just finished 2 incredibly successful jobs for oh man, it's been a long time. For a countess, a baroness in the city we came from. What was
Bontheris?
Whalers
No,
Bay?
was it Bontheris?
Whalers Bay.
Whalers Bay. And to celebrate our success, we decided to take a trip out into the snowy wilderness down here. We didn't expect the journey to be quite so fraught with danger, but here we are. And I mean, we're always on the lookout for new jobs, and that's
You
basically
decided
what's
to
going
take
on.
a vacation to an inhospitable wasteland that includes breaking into people's houses and stealing their pets.
Well, okay, so the vacation spot seems strange. If you must know, and I mean, we all know a druid, right? We have a druid friend who is, for some reason, obsessed with transforming into exotic snow creatures. You can talk to her later about it. Unfortunately, if you're aware of the carnival or fair or zoo that passes through these lands sometimes, we missed that opportunity for her, and we figure, hey, you know, we're looking for adventures, so why not come through a snowy land, see if she can find some creatures that she can model herself after. And yeah, in terms of breaking into your tower, to be fair, when somebody starts hurling spells at you from a distance, definitely piques your curiosity. I think we can all admit that.
Well, I suppose no blood, no foul, as they say. He looks at the bird, glares at him a little bit. Right. I am a conjurer, as you should be able to tell, and a craftsman. My shtick here is research. into constructs and elementals and summoning beasts from far away. I have some small issue accessing creatures from other planes, and I need these crystals that have recently been found far to the south of here and returned by a less than reputable lady. She has managed to hide all of these things away, but lucky me, I have a crystal ball, and I have kept a close eye on where these crystals have come and gone, and I know that she has hidden them. But I don't know where. I need, maybe a box, a bread box sized load of these crystals.
I mean, it doesn't sound like anything we can't do. I can't make any of these deals on my own. Daff is the person that is heading our outfit, so you would have to talk to him in order to see if this is a job we're capable of doing, but I see no reason why we wouldn't be able to work out some type of deal here.
Lenny will pet the snowman.
It does not respond to you in the slightest.
Good.
There's a little bit of room around its midsection if you wanted to squeeze past it, but you would have to actually climb the snowman to do so, which would put you definitely in a spot where it would have some sort of advantage to hit you if it did reanimate.
Daff, snowman seem to have stopped attacking. Do you want to go find Nevitz?
Let's go. Let's see
Stab
what
a
we can do.
halfling?
I am at a half elf.
No, like, are you a halfling? Like, are you small? Are you a dwarf?
I'm a half elf. I'm not small.
Oh, I thought you said half health.
Half elf.
Okay. I will climb the snowman myself then.
Okay. You scale the snowman, and you can scale the next snowman, and it's fine.
I would like to do it as well.
Sure. You guys can hear voices coming from down the stairs, and you can catch up with Nevitz and Toki.
I'm still a snake, you know, just
Hanging out.
Hanging out.
Nevitz, I conquered the snowman. They were fearful of me and stopped fighting.
Good job, Lenny. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Excellent. Well, let me tell you how you can find these things. There is a pirate named Zaz, and she works out of Bon Theris. If you find her ship, she should have, I don't know where she stored the crystals, but she and her crew members will know, or one of them will know, or someone over there will know where it's been.
Is
He
this
looks at the
time?
bird again. Go ahead.
Is this time sensitive? Could we have a week of rest before we set out?
I would like them as soon as possible, but a week, a month, these things are all fine.
Daff. Katerino,
Yes. Sorry, I blanked
you
out.
are the leader. How about you
Yes.
negotiate?
Okay. Guys,
Cringe.
yeah.
Maybe we should all have a meeting.
Yes.
And we should all discuss exactly what it is you need from us, and then we'll see if we can arrange some sort of deal that makes it worthwhile for us to work with you. Can you tell us your name?
Yes, I am Cabot Moore. What?
Cabot.
And funny to you?
No, I really like it. Reminds me of like a cabaret or a cabinet.
Caviar.
Caviar. Very fancy.
Cabot Moore. So you would like us to find a pirate named Zaz who works out of Bon Theris and retrieve some crystals or orbs from her and bring them back to you?
Crystals.
Crystals.
I'm the one with the crystal ball, not Zaz.
Sure. Can you describe these crystals in greater detail?
There was, some time ago, an expedition to this wasteland south of here, a separate island. And one of the things retrieved from this island was a cache of crystals that were empowered by some sort of... I actually don't know what caused them to be, but they are teeming with magic. I have been keeping a close track on the events down there and saw the collection of these things, saw them being boxed up and put on her ship. I do believe they were supposed to come back to the crown here, and they did not. So she must have them stashed away somewhere in one of their... You know how pirates are always hiding things from the law.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Can I
know
do
where
a,
she is in them.
Perception check to see if I can see like this orb crystal thing we're after. I just want
At the bottom of the staircase? Yeah, give me a perception check.
It's not gonna be good, but
No, there's too much stuff in this laboratory, and Lenny doesn't know what any of it is.
it's fine. Lenny will start touching things though.
You cannot get past the force field.
Oh shit.
Yep.
He will fuck around
Damn.
with the force field and try to.
So,
Yeah, I want to look around the laboratory. What the hell?
you want to look around too? Give me a perception check. See if you can find anything fun.
Okay. Okay. Queebs. Yeah,
16
19,
is
16.
quite good. Yes, you notice that there is a crystal ball sitting on the middle, one of these middle tables. It's got a small pewter stand that it sits on that's got like 3 legs, and each leg is carved in the shape of some sort of like snake-like creature. The ball is just a plain, clear ball of glass, except that there seems to be maybe something in the middle that you can't quite make out at this distance.
Ooh.
And there is a cloth nearby that is, you know, that looks like it would be used to be draped over the crystal ball, but it is presently off it.
That's funky. Wow. Okay. So, you want us to find something that was hidden by a pirate?
Yes.
Now, we came out here for a vacation, but... Oh, wait,
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 really?
I don't know that. Oh, fuck. I don't know that. I'm sorry. Hold on. I metagamed.
What do you know? What do you know?
Backtrack. Well, I suppose we could take a job if you're proposing one. Is I want to look at Nevitz and give him a little look of
Yeah, I kind of like nodded her, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not sure if
Yeah.
ordinarily we'd accept jobs, as we're kind of out on break right now. But I mean, obviously, a very rare opportunity has presented itself to us. I mean, Daff,
Right.
what do you think would be
Yeah.
like a worthy trade for this type of assignment?
Well, we are on break, of course. It is, it's hard, but you might be looking at a pretty hefty price tag. Pirates are quite tricky, as you probably know.
My brother was a pirate.
I'm thinking
Maybe
around-
perhaps we could all rest upstairs for a moment. You can keep a comfortable distance down here. We'll catch our breath for a second. Your water elementals are definitely packing quite the punch, and then we'll come to a decision about something that maybe we would like from you in exchange for this job.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Yes, this is fine. If you head around the bottom level, you will find a doorway on the same wall as this staircase. It's where the guest chambers are. Not that we have many guests. You might have to dust them off.
Mm-hmm.
Do feel free to relax in there and discuss amongst yourselves what would be appropriate.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes. I'm sorry that if there are no refreshments. We haven't had company in quite some time. Isn't that right, Polly? And the bird just kind of bobs his head.
Have you ever heard of Porvin and his cubes?
Porvin? Yes. Name seems to ring a bell. Strange recluse?
Weird naked man who had cubes of never-ending cold. Do you have any of his cubes for my drinks?
You could just put your drink outside. It's well below freezing here.
True.
Okay, I guess we'll head over to the to your guest rooms, and we'll have a short discussion over what it is we'd like to negotiate for.
Good.
Let's do it. Yes.
And he keeps his position as you guys back away. And you can back out, and the two snowmen are still frozen in place at the spiral staircase. You can make your way along the edge of the wall to this other room. Sure enough, it is a series of bedrooms, each sort of separated from each other by a wall. And they're all sort of cold and empty and dusty. Looks like they haven't been slept in months, maybe years. Sort of an oddly empty feeling to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the four of you can gather in one of these rooms and chat amongst yourselves.
Okay. Could we take a short rest or no?
If
I
you would like to
suppose-
sleep here, you can.
Lenny wants to sleep here for 7 days.
Well, Daff, what do you think?
I think that we shouldn't. I think that gold isn't really useful to us in this situation or right now.
He said
think-
he said he was magic conjurer and he researched maybe we could get some magic items.
I agree. What do you think, Nevitz?
I feel like I'm a bit uncomfortable having any kind of discussion inside of the Tower of a Wizard. Maybe we should just relax here. It seems like there's no reason not to take this assignment from this man. As Lenny said, maybe we can bargain for some sort of magical items, and we'll head out and try to find this pirate, I guess.
Sounds good. Let's go rest.
Okay. You guys can each head off into your own rooms if you'd like, and take a rest for the evening.
Okie dokie. Let's go.
Why don't we take our first break here while you guys are resting? Seems like a nice breaking point. And when we come back, we'll see what's going down.
Never mind, there we go.
Way to go. All right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dice and Men. You are in your quarters, and I think everyone decides to sleep. And I see we've rolled hit dice. 5 hit dice for you, 1 hit die for you, and everyone gains a hit die because you have a short rest. Katerino gets some HP back. And you pass the night uneventfully. You are not attacked or bothered in any way, shape, or form. But when you do wake up, you will notice there are 2 more snow golems just sort of hanging out in this area in between your rooms. You know, there's this door that leads into this area where these other things, and these 2 guards are just there. They're not doing anything, but they're present when you wake up and head out of your rooms in the morning.
So we've slept the whole night, and it's been relatively uneventful?
Yeah.
Do they have hats?
No, not yet.
I feel like they should.
Not yet.
Patch hasn't come out for the hats.
Oh, the hats.
TF2. Lenny will try to shake one's hand to see if it's sentient.
You grab the stick that serves as a notification for a hand, and it does nothing in response.
Trying to honk his carrot nose.
You have honked his carrot nose.
I pull on his stick a little bit, but not in like a threatening manner. Does it come
Comes
loose
out. Yeah, it just comes right out.
I keep it.
You may add 1 stick to your inventory if you so desire.
I do.
Okay.
Wait, he took his hand out?
Yeah, he stole the hand from the snowman.
If you
Pull it
take
right out.
if you de-hand both hands, does this compromise its ability to attack you with melee attacks?
Probably not. It sounded like it changed into like icicles and stuff.
Okay.
I think it's just there for appearances. Nevitz.
Huh.
You,
What's
you
up,
know
Lenny?
I can't get mad for another 6 days. Really, I think it's probably best in these travelers, dangerous times to stay here. Maybe you could scout out during the days and see if you could find any magic items to yoink.
Well, Lenny.
Would never yoink a magic item, Lenny.
Yeah, I don't think, Lenny, we should
very-
steal from our new host. It seems to be quite rude.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, true.
I
would like to stay here, though. I am friends with snowmen.
Daff, perhaps now would be a good idea, or a good time to talk to our host and figure out what exactly he can offer us in exchange for this job, yeah?
Yes. For sure, we should. Do you think that we could possibly rest here for a week? We are quite beaten up.
I mean, assuming he
Worn
has
out.
the food for us, I guess we can ask him, but...
Well, we have our own food, right?
We don't think we plan to stay a week here, but
didn't we have good berries or something, so we didn't need...
You have a limited amount of good berries. They've probably run out by now, and there are no fresh sources. Oh, wait. I think you create good berries in this.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
You don't have to enchant existing berries. Got it.
Yeah.
Then you can... Then if a Toki wishes to spend spell slots, you guys should be able to feed yourselves.
Yeah.
Well, that defeats the purpose of a long rest then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
no.
Well, to some extent. I mean, she's going to be completely exhausted of spell slots.
I will still have two spell slots left, but that's it. And cantrips.
He might have food.
Yeah, let's talk to the wizard and see what he says. Daff?
Yeah.
But we don't want to, we don't want him to see us staying here as his payment.
Of course not, Daff. But I don't think
Might
that us
be
simply
extra
staying here
fun.
for a few days is going to be adequate payment for retrieving some crystals from a pirate. So, let's go up and see if we can negotiate for some sort of items.
Okay.
As you guys leave this area, you notice the 2 snowmen follow with you. You step out into the main lower chamber, and there is a small note written and stuck to a wall. I think some of you are literate. And the note says, "I'm upstairs. Come find me when you're ready."
Okay.
We could just wait a week to be ready.
Should I give
well,
him his hand back? Do you think that's why they're following?
Maybe. Maybe you can stick his hand back in him.
I give him his hand back.
It slides back in the icy hole, but it does not change the movement of the creatures.
Shit.
I guess you all head upstairs, and there is a room.
Yeah.
That same room that you had seen before, that comfortable-ish looking bedroom. And there is the wizard sitting on a chair before a desk. And there are 3 other snow elementals in this room, in addition to the 2 that are following you. And the parrot is perched on a little hat rack looking thing on one side, overseeing all this. And as you come up the stairs, the wizard turns from his work to look at you and says gently, "Welcome. Welcome to my study. I apologize for the extra bodyguards, but one can never be too careful.
Of course.
And as my beloved friend here suggests, caution." He points to the bird. Now, Zaz, my magic crystals. And your what are we here to discuss?
Our
What do you want?
payment in
Yes.
return for the magic crystals.
Yes, I do believe in good pay for good work, and it is so very hard to find good work all the way out here. So tell me.
Well, seeing as you are a very high caliber wizard, we are not interested in gold. We're interested in other magical items you could give us.
Yes. Well, as you may have seen, I'm a bit of an alchemist myself. I could dabble in potion making. It does take quite a long time to craft these things, but I can make a few for you, or hand over a few I've already made. Will that suffice?
I don't think potions are what we're looking for. I think we're looking for something a little more high caliber, magical that we couldn't find elsewhere. Like you said, it's hard to find good work out here. Well, it's hard to find good magical items out there.
This is true. Did you have something specific in mind?
I'm not sure. Nevitz, were you thinking of anything?
Well, I mean, obviously, magical weapons or magical pendants are great use to a large number of people out there in the real world. So, I mean, any type of item like
Shield.
that would be amazing.
Magic weapons.
Or shield.
I keep few of such things on me. Definitely no shields. I don't have any use for them. Let's see. On hand, in as far as weapons go, I have one magic dagger I can spare. It's a basic war dagger. I just use it for opening letters. I suppose I could part ways with that, but I don't know if that's going to be sufficient for you. I do want to make sure that you feel well rewarded for your work, so you have no cause to spill my secrets. One of the other conditions I will place on this is that you mention to no one what you've seen here. You forget about this place, and you mention to no one. I'd like to keep my privacy as much as possible.
So you're asking two things of us, then?
Technically speaking.
So, then, we both agree that the reward should be quite hefty, yes?
Sure. I think hefty is an odd word. It's not very well defined, but yes. Fine.
Well,
I can offer you a dagger and some potions, or if you have a more specific request, or...
What kind of potions are these?
I have many types. Do you have an area in which you need? I mean, utility spell potions, offensive potions, defensive potions, investigatory. I have a small collection.
I'll
potions for investigation?
speak to Katerino and Nevitz.
Healing potions could be very useful too. In a bind.
Does drinking a potion count as a free item interaction? Or does
No, it is a regular action.
Not even a bonus action, Koibu?
Nope. Full-fledged regular action. You gotta find the potion, dig it out, uncork it, and drink the whole thing. And in a 6-second combat round, that's not a lot of time to do that and other stuff.
Well, what do you think, Daph?
I don't think
Well,
potions will suffice.
How about this? What is it that you need these crystals for, if you don't mind us asking?
Summoning. They work on, well, my hope is that they will help me with some of my components. As I mentioned before, I'm a conjurer, and when dealing with other planes, the magic to bring things from this plane, one spot on this plane, to me is one level of power, but to bring something from another plane of existence here is orders of magnitude harder. And I need a more powerful focus. Typically, non-magical crystals can be used as focuses for same plane movement, but interdimensional movement need something.
What is your goal with this
Little
type
more
of
cheap.
research? What are you investigating exactly?
The secrets of the universe. Where things are, how things come to be, what is the true nature of life? Can I create it? How different is a golem from a bird? Clearly, a golem has no sentience and has no mind, but still has the mobility and still has an ability to follow orders and, on some level, make decisions. I'm trying to get to the very root of reality here.
Okay. Are all of the snow elementals that are wandering out in these plains under your command? Or are there some wild ones that just happen to be out here? Just
They
trying
were
to
all
gauge.
created by me. There might be one or two renegades that I've lost control over, but I don't know if they've found other ends to their existence.
Okay.
Does that mean they're alive?
That is a very good question, and one that I seek to answer.
Why are you here? Why did you hole yourself up in a wintry wasteland?
I wanted to be left alone, and I found when I live in town, because I used to live all the way up in Coxport, but I found that when I lived in town, people were coming after me. They heard of my abilities, my spells, my equipment, and would try to break into my house and steal things. I was even assaulted in the streets with people trying to get at my treasures or murder me for their own ends. Maybe I was helping someone they didn't like. It was all too complicated. There were too many distractions. I thought, if I want to be somewhere where no one can bother me, I should go to the most inhospitable place I can think of, which is here. It also helps that there are some interesting properties happening here. Why is this place so cold, for example? It's a frozen wasteland, and there ought not to be one here. I was hoping this would be a good place to explore the connections to other planes. Maybe there's a rift to the plane of water here, or somewhere between the plane of water and the plane of air, a demi-plane of ice, perhaps? Unfortunately, I found no such reality.
So we know that we've been sent here to search for a given orb, and now he's giving us the story or the impression that he doesn't know why it's so snowy here. Can I do a type of deception check here to see if I feel as though he's being untruthful?
That would be an insight check.
Oh, an
yes.
insight check.
Wait, can we do one too? Or
Anyone that wants can do an insight check here.
okay, I will also do an insight check.
Lenny doesn't
Koibu?
care.
14 and 20. You were both certain, or you feel confident, he is telling the truth about not knowing why this area is frozen. And a 20 on the insight check is pretty damn good. He would have to be a fantastic liar to pull that one off.
We heard that this land wasn't always wintry and frozen.
Yes, it wasn't. You're a student of history, I see. Well done.
Do you, were you here before or after it became this way? After, yes?
Oh, much, much after. Much, much after. I may be a half-elf, but I am not that old. I'm only 90. This place has been frozen for 1,500 years, more or less. Well before my time.
Interesting.
Now, you said you wanted to come here because, as you said, everyone has a druid, or everyone knows a druid. Where is your druid?
Here.
Hello, druid. You're here to find snow creatures?
Yes, I'm always wanting to find new things to turn into.
Yes, our druid here was so sad when the circus passed, and so
That's
she
so
begged us to bring her here, and now here we are.
Yep.
Well, why don't we leave these three to maybe make some snacks? There's a kitchen upstairs a little bit, and I will come down. I will take you into my laboratory and show you some of the creatures I have captive. No reason that you can't get that as well.
Oh, it's epic.
I will run to the kitchen.
All right. Yep, there's a small kitchen upstairs in one of the other rooms. There's not much going on here, but there is an old stove that you can pile some wood in, make a little fire, maybe cook some eggs. I don't know. There's food to be had. A little bit
Is
of it.
there vegan food?
Is there what?
Is there vegan food?
There's going to be some vegan food, but not full set vegan meals. You're going to find a lack of protein sources here. He's got no beans. He's got no... God, what else do vegans eat that have protein in it?
Tofu.
Tofu? Yeah, they haven't invented tofu yet.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
Can
Or
you be
maybe there's just no
vegan?
soybeans. When was tofu invented? Is that an old thing?
Tofu
it was
originated in
discovered
China.
2,000
It was discovered
years.
2,000 years ago by a Chinese cook who accidentally curdled
shit.
soy milk.
What the heck? That's cool. I wonder
Alright.
what else is
Well, if
waiting
you don't
to
have
be
beans,
discovered.
then
Like,
can't
Yeah.
make it anyway, so.
Okay.
Alright.
He can head downstairs. Oh wait, if he accidentally curdled soy milk, that makes it non-vegan. Or unless modern tofu doesn't have soy milk in
Isn't
it.
soy milk vegan?
Soy milk is vegan. I'm an idiot. It's early in the morning.
Good
Moron.
morning, Koibu.
Morning, everyone. Right, so you can head down to this guy's laboratory if you're willing to leave the rest of the party behind.
I wanna see. I wanna see what features he has.
Yeah. So you head downstairs to that big open square room where there are tables and all of his like alchemical equipment, and there's another staircase on the opposite corner, and you can head down that as well into the bottom layer. And this is just one large circular room with a weird set of engravings and carvings in the middle of the floor that look like some sort of magic ritual circle. But all along the walls, there are cages. And in these cages are some animals, including, I'm going to start to write this stuff down. There are polar bears. Well, a polar bear.
I can turn into a
There's-
polar bear?
It might be, I don't know what the CR on a polar bear is, but theoretically, yes.
So it's like anything I see I can turn into, right?
Any natural creature
Natural
that is
creature.
at or below a certain power level. So if you can't turn into a polar bear right now, you should be able to do it at another level.
Okay.
We'll check these specifics back and forth.
Okay.
There's a snow bunny here.
Oh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm. We have a caribou. It's in a very large cage. Also known as a reindeer. And what else do we have? There's not... Oh, we got a little fox and a snow leopard.
Whoa.
That sounds cool.
This is so
Mhm.
cool.
And then there are some other minor creatures that I don't think are worth mentioning here. Those are the 4 or 5 big fun ones. The other ones are all just like, this weird other sort of like small mouse or this other...
Well, what if she wants
bird.
to transform into another small mouse or another bird?
Sure. Birds and mice are common enough that it doesn't need a specific stat block for.
But now
But
she's a
polar bear,
snowbird.
caribou, fox, and leopard.
Wait, isn't polar bear the one you wanted? Oh no, you wanted a gorilla or something.
She did want a gorilla. And while you're down here, the wizard asks you some things. These people you're traveling with, how long have you known them? Miss, what did you say your name was? Ma'am?
Lily. Wait, did she freeze?
No,
She looks
she's
like-
thinking.
Okay.
She's
She's
looking.
thinking really hard.
She's thinking. Chill.
No, I think it's frozen.
No, she's
Yeah.
she's thinking.
It's those NZXT computers, everybody.
Polar bears are CR2. So when she is level 6, next level, she can turn into polar bears.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, they chat downstairs. Upstairs, the three of you can make yourself some breakfast. And
Internet went out.
yeah.
I will whisper to Nevitz. I know you sneaky.
Yeah, Lenny. I look over and up at Lenny. Yeah, I try to be sneaky, Lenny. Why? What's up?
I want to be sneaky.
Kind of like look up and down at Lenny, and then I kind of like shrug my shoulders and look at myself. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I'm like 1/4 or 1/3 the size of Lenny.
Mm-hmm.
I reach my hand up and I pat his knee and I say, Lenny, if you want to be sneaky, we can work on that right after we finish teaching you how to read a little bit more, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Good with that.
Are we eating breakfast?
Breakfast. Yeah.
You guys can make breakfast with what you see here. For the moment, the wizard is supposedly distracted with Toki. I don't know if that changes any of your plans or discussions.
He is distracted.
Yeah, we need to talk about how to kill Toki. No, we're good.
Okay.
I think we're fine.
Where's this bird? Is he with him?
No, the bird is down in the room where you met him. He didn't take the bird with him.
I'm gonna go hang out with the bird.
Okay. You walk in, and the bird goes, hello!
Hello.
And I think now that you get like a good look at the bird when you're not grabbing onto him or anything like that, there's a bit of an oddity around this creature. He has what looks like a ring you might wear on your finger around his ankle, being kept from falling off by the bottom of the foot. But if you, in theory, you could take it on or off. And I don't think you've ever seen a parrot or any other bird that carries jewelry on it.
I think Lenny would be interested, and he's gonna go up to the bird and like pet it.
The bird
Say
keeps an
hello
eye
to
on
it.
you as you approach him. You're not gonna grab me again.
No.
Don't grab me.
No.
I'm nice, and I'll pet him, and
Nice dum dum.
Purring
Nice
again.
dum dum.
I'll get him purring again. Hopefully, he closes his eyes like you did, and I will try and take the ring.
So to take the ring, you're gonna have to like lift him off of his, because it's on his ankle, right? And he's standing.
Well, I
or
feel like he would just like
perched
grab
on.
the leg and just like kind of pull it. See, like
So you gotta like lift.
lift the leg a little bit and like pull it off, kind of, rather than like pick him up and.
Yeah, the parrot is aware enough of the ring on his leg that he keeps his foot open, and with the foot open, it won't slide off.
Oh, then
And
I'll
one of the
try
eyes opens as you like tug on the ring, and he goes, "No, not for you, not for you. Polly's ring, Polly's ring."
What is it?
And I'll back off of it as I continue to pet him.
Decorative.
For?
Decoration. Brings all the other parrots.
wait, what
Ladies
did he
love
say?
it.
I don't see any other parrots around.
Decorative. Leave it alone.
I'll just try to fucking yank it off, dude. I want to see what it is.
Oh.
Oh shit. Uh-oh.
Well, I do believe you can beat a strength check against a parrot. But let's roll it anyway. The parrot gets to roll a 1d20 minus 4.
You want athletics?
Or
Or strength saving throw, or just a regular strength?
Just a regular strength check. Yeah, parrot rolls a -1.
Awesome.
Can you beat a -1?
I rolled a 13 or a 19, depending on
Yeah.
advantage.
You can pull the ring off the parrot without too much trouble at all.
Oh.
And the parrot like starts flapping and trying to get away from you.
Does he still speak?
And, it just starts squawking at you.
Whoa. Lenny,
I
what
put
are
the
you
ring
doing?
on. You're not here.
Oh, I'm not here? I thought
Wait,
you
aren't
were
we here?
here.
Aren't we all three here?
You guys are in the kitchen. I went down to the parrot.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, my internet.
Okay.
died.
That's okay.
Wait, are you guys ready to play a game real quick?
Yeah, I like games.
Toki,
Oh,
can you
yeah.
turn off your camera?
Wait, it should just be you turn. Toki turns off, and then you. I think you'll be back in the right order. Or
No! Toki, turn it off!
it's off.
I mean, deaf.
Yeah.
Kate, turn your goddamn camera off. Kate.
Oh.
There, now Kate, turn it on. God, I'm so smart. Okay, that's it.
You're stupid. I'm sorry.
All right. You take the ring off and you put it on yourself.
And Lenny is dead.
Fucking Lenny. What are you doing to me, man?
I feel like it's a ring of intelligence, boys, and Lenny's gonna get that sweet intelligence, and he ain't gonna give it back.
It is not.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
That's alright.
Generally inadvisable to put on random rings, but hey, we'll find out.
Hey, it's not my problem.
Mm-hmm.
Ring's already on.
Where is that item? Hold on, I gotta search through all
It's in
my
the
books.
book of do not put on.
Yeah. God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So you put the ring on, and immediately nothing happens.
Nothing.
You just put the ring on, and the bird starts flapping around the room and squawking.
Can I
But it
use
does not
my
talk.
Ranger 2E meme? When dealing with a wild or animal, the animal must make a wisdom saving throw. I'm gonna try and calm it down.
Ah. Yeah. The bird calms down, and it flutters over towards you.
I'll put him back on his perch and pet him and walk upstairs.
Okay.
Pocketing the ring.
So as you put the ring in, as you put your hand in the pocket and start to slip the ring off, you hear a voice in your head that says, don't do that.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
I will take it off.
Okay.
Wait, what voice was it?
You guys had just made friends with this guy. Lenny, just start fucking with this shit. Okay, all right. You make it back upstairs to everyone else. The ring is off, and you all have breakfast. Toki, you've seen a snow bear, a snow bunny, a caribou, a fox, snow leopard, some other, mice and birds and other related
What's the
things.
difference between
Actually, Koibu, can I go back? I'm actually not going to take it off. I don't think Lenny would take it off.
You can
I
put
think
it
he
back
would listen
on,
to the voice.
but it's
Yeah.
off.
He'll keep it
You
on.
can put it back on.
He'll put it on, yeah. He'll listen to the
What's-
voice.
What's the difference between like a bear and a snow bear?
So the
Or-
polar bear is much
Oh, polar bear.
stronger than a regular brown or black bear. When you hit level 6, you can turn into polar bears, and they have. Where do they go? Here. Polar bears have 42 hit points. They can
Wow.
make 2 attacks, and their attacks have a much better to hit and damage chance than your regular bear. But
42
you gotta be
average
level
hit
6 to
points?
turn
Or?
into 'em. 42 average hit points. It's
That's a lot.
5d10 plus 15.
Damn, 5d10 plus 15.
Yeah, normally you've been turning into a brown bear, which is 4d10 plus 12, and only has plus 5 to hit. Your polar bear is going to have plus 7 to hit. It's going to do a little bit more damage. It has just better stats in general. It's just a better bear all the way
Okay.
around.
Looks better, too.
Bear.
What do you mean?
It's a big white bear. I don't know.
Okay.
So you put the ring back on, and the voice pops back into your head saying, well, it's nice to not have that stupid voice anymore, but I really think you're going to get yourself in no end of trouble if you hold on to me.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Who are you? Are you my conscience?
Yes. Yes, Leonard, I am your conscience. And
Oh.
your brother is a pirate?
Yes.
And your hometown is Cronwick?
I grew up in Forest, but
Yes, but your hometown,
don't know.
not your home forest. God, that bird was smarter than you.
Hey, you're my conscience. You be nice to me.
I don't have to be nice to you, I'm your conscience.
That's true. Why are you just appearing now?
Because now is the first time you've ever needed me.
What do I need to do?
Nothing yet. But soon.
Yes.
Good. Now, put the ring... Can't believe I'm saying this, but put the ring back on the bird.
I'll walk up to the bird and put it back on him.
The bird shakes its head and goes, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I try to talk to it again?
Are you still there?
There's no reply.
Okay, go back to the upstairs.
Okay. Party is gathered. I guess the wizard comes back up with Toki from below, and you guys can set out unless there's something else you wanted. I mean, you never really nailed down what you wanted. He offered you some like vague potions and a magic dagger. Are you satisfied with this deal? Is this a good deal?
We want 8 potions.
8 potions.
8 potions.
I don't
And
want
dagger.
potions.
4 healing, 4 of other stuff.
We don't want potions.
Well,
We
potions
want
could be of
potions.
great
They're
use to
very
us. Though.
good.
Yeah, it depends on what the potions are for.
There could be way better things than potions.
Does it seem like he has anything better, Daff?
I think you do. I think we should take a look around your.
He does have a ring.
His friendship
A
and
ring?
eternal loyalty.
There was a ring on a bird, yeah. It gave me conscience.
What?
I don't know. Something was in my head when I put it on.
Do you have the ring on right now?
No, it went away. Something told me. Me told me to put it back on the bird.
Huh. Okay.
I think potions would be good. They're very rare in this land.
What do you think, Nevitz? You think we should do with the potions?
I mean, I think potions can offer us a great deal of utility. I mean, it would depend on what the potions are, but
Could we have him explain the intricacies of his potions and what they do to see if we...
Totally. He's busy showing Toki his laboratory, but once he's finished showing her all of these creatures and animals, then you guys can chat with him about this stuff. He comes back up with her. Doesn't seem like there's anything else you guys want to do down there. And to answer your question, says, well, as a wizard, there are certain potions I cannot make, but most of them are open to me. We have such useful things, such as gaseous form. Gaseous form? No?
I make gas already.
Gaseous.
what does gaseous form do?
It's
Well-
fart, Nevitz.
It turns you into mist. You ever need to get into one of those hard-to-reach places? Well, mist can seep through cracks, under doors, through holes for locks, in barred windows, down dark hallways where no one will be able to see you. Quite a useful ability here.
What's
So
the
invisibility-
risk associated with a potion like this?
Unless you drink 2 potions while one of them is active, you should be fine.
I mean,
There
if,
should
let's
be
say
no
that
risk.
you drink a potion like this and you start to disappear through a couple of, like a doorway, and somebody closes the door, can you get cut in half if you're in a gaseous form, or?
That's a fantastic question. I've never run into that problem before.
Or is there a chance that you could drink a potion and turn into a gas and get blown away with a gust of wind?
You would be susceptible to wind, but it wouldn't dispel you or disperse you. While being incorporeal and mostly made of gas, you are still bound together into the same space. Your ethereal form stays the same, while your physical form changes.
And you have some level of control over where you go when you're in this gaseous form, yeah?
Yes. You move more slowly, but you can control yourself and go in any direction. Although maintaining a certain height above the ground is mandatory. You cannot fly into the air.
How high above the ground could you go? Like 20 or 30 feet up, or is it more just
5, 10 feet?
5, 10 feet?
Yes.
How many drinks do you get out of one of these potions?
One
Consumption?
One draft.
How long does this last?
An hour.
And then, do you have control of all of your senses while in a gaseous form? Can you hear things? Can you see things?
Yes, you can hear, you can see. You cannot really speak. You can't cast spells, but you can move.
Can you take it off when you want?
No, it lasts for an hour. A full hour. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Are you impervious to non-magical attacks while in a gaseous form?
Yes. Not elemental attacks. Fire will still burn, but swords will not really cut you.
I imagine a magical blade could still cause some damage to you in a gaseous form, or?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, this sounds like an incredibly useful potion, Dav, especially for a team of investigators such as ourselves, no?
Yes, but I fear that. I mean, potions run out, right? We can't use them forever.
Nothing lasts forever in this world, Dav.
Do you have anything that we could use multiple times, unlike a
His
potion?
Maybe
undying
strength potion?
friendship
Or int potion?
Friendship.
I do
Or
have
life.
a filter of love.
Wait, what's that? What's that do?
Well, you drink it, and the consumer will permanently fall in love with the first person they see after quaffing the potion. Do be careful to stay away from mirrors. People who consume these things and see themselves usually die at the mirror, staring at themselves.
Oh, jeez.
That sounds dangerous. I think we're uninterested in that, but thank you for the offer.
What up?
Wait, Daph.
Yes.
We could spike someone's drink and make them fall in love with you. Haha, maybe you could get a date. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Good one. Good one, Lenny. That's a really good one. Yeah.
Various resistance potions, perhaps?
Health. How much health do we get back, out of curiosity?
Clerics make potions of healing, unfortunately. Damn
Lame.
divine.
What other types of these utility potions do you have? The gaseous one sounds very interesting.
Oh, water breathing, neutralizing poison, climbing like a spider, levitation, fire resistance, you know, the usual. Potion of forgetfulness. You don't want to remember something you've just seen? They say you can't unsee things, but that's not true. Potion of forgetfulness, you can forget everything that has happened to you in the last hour.
Can you force someone to drink that?
Do you just forget everything that's happened in the past hour?
Yes.
How many of these potions of each do you have?
I have a few of all of them on hand, and I can create more while you're away.
Okay, how difficult is it for you to create these potions?
Quite. It's time-consuming. Expensive resources need to be consumed to do this. Some of these things I'll have to send out for components. For example, the Potion of Forgetfulness needs some fermented oblivax. Hard to get.
How
I have a
about
few on hand.
for a magical dagger and 8 of these potions? We accept this assignment for you.
And your friendship. Can we be friends?
Friends is such a strong word. How about cooperative
Acquaintances?
Colleagues or contractors.
We can invite each other once in a while and have dinner.
Do you have
Yeah,
an
yeah.
invisibility potion?
Invisibility? What?
Invisibility. Unable to be seen. I want to be
Yes.
sneaky, so...
Yes. That is one of them, the ones I have on hand.
Interesting.
So how about it? 8 potions and a magical dagger in exchange for this work. It seems as though you've come to an end of your research. We're going to be gone for probably about 2 weeks trying to find these crystals. You have nothing to work on in the meantime. You can brew our potions and we'll acquire these crystals for you.
Well, there's plenty to work on. My research is never finished, but I would very much love to get my hands on these things.
These
It's a
things.
great deal to learn about them and interdimensional travel. So yes, 8 potions and a dagger.
And friendship.
And you have nothing else you could offer us.
I have a
Friendship.
great deal of things to offer. Spells, knowledge, research, access.
Could you
to
make
the-
me smarter?
No,
with
I'm
the
sorry.
potion?
You know what?
That's far too much to ask.
You know what?
Oh.
We do have.
A great desire to
Yes.
pursue a relationship with you. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun on this assignment. And then I kind of motion for us to go towards the door.
Wait,
I-
Nevitz. We have.
I think a
something at
desire
home.
to work with this man in the future because maybe we can talk to him and maybe we can ask him questions. I think this is a good
Friendship.
working relationship going forward.
You have a friendship potion.
We have a portal at home.
I
that
think
we
that-
haven't figured out.
I know the
And-
portal, the boat that's going to
Excuse
take
me?
us across the ocean. It's going to be of great assistance to us.
What
my
portal
friend,
is this?
my friend likes to speak in allegory sometimes. I'm not
No, no,
entirely
no, no,
sure
no.
if he was a poet in his prior profession or
No,
Tell
a
me about this
songwriter.
portal.
A songwriter, Nevitz.
a songwriter. Of course, Daff, the bard.
Daff,
Yes.
Daff,
He
tell me
was
about
singing.
this portal.
Yes. Well, I was talking about my dear friend, the portal to all of our hearts, which you can unlock at home by helping us, being our friend, joining us on our journey.
We just really all love each other, man. And we just want you part of our, whatever vibe and thing we have going on.
Join
I
our
did
orgy.
come here to get away from people.
And you
Oh,
know,
come we're
on
such
that
an
note,
eclectic
maybe it's
unique
time for
group.
us to take our leave then.
Nevitz, can we stay 6
Can
more
we?
days?
No, that's okay. Let's
This
just
is so chaotic. My brain is gonna melt.
let's just
Can
go.
we
Let's.
exchange contact information?
We don't need to
on this?
exchange
Like,
contact information.
I would like to go over for dinner one day and talk about your snow creatures.
Why don't we do that after you come back from this trip? And then we can talk friendship. once-
Promise?
We can discuss it
That's a
after
promise.
our business is
Okay,
done.
that's a promise.
You
Yes.
basically just pinky swear.
I promise to discuss friendship with you when we get back.
Okay, I'm good.
But Daff, could you stay behind for just one moment? I have a couple questions for you.
Of course. I will. Go on.
He kind of
Team?
like waits for everyone else to take their leave, and then turns to you and says, "Tell me about this portal.
The portal?
This is my area of interest and expertise. This is my specialty: interdimensional travel, summoning, conjuring, giving things life. What do you know, Daff?"
I suppose you'll have to find out. I suppose you'll have to regard us as friends and do what you can to convince me to let you in on it.
I look forward to speaking to you when you come back.
To help you out, Koibu, if he could read like my mind and all my stuff when I had the ring on, he would have probably known what it is and whatnot. But I don't know what the ring did exactly. So
Yeah. I am aware of these
okay.
these things, yes. All right, the party can head out, and you can find yourself back in the Frostlands, the Winter Wonderland that they are, and you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
What is this?
This is the Frostlands.
It's
Okay.
beautiful.
It's-
Wow.
Thematic
It's a
setting.
stock image.
That's
Um,
It's
Not
more than
stock
stock
image, but yeah,
image.
close
Koibu.
enough.
He
It's
lives in
beautiful.
Colorado. This could be a picture from his backyard. Sorry for doxing you.
Aw, Colorado.
Colorado.
Can't we go home to place and
Yeah.
rest?
So how many days does it take us to travel back to the nearest? I think northeast was the nearest port.
Mm-hmm. So from where you are,
Mhm.
you can do. It'll be 1, 2, 3. It'll be like 4 or 5 days to get back to Bon Dundasir, depending on how
So,
efficiently you get there.
We've taken a short rest. Can it count as a long rest as we travel? I guess we can roll for encounters. No, we can't
No,
travel.
you'll be trudging through snow is not restful in the slightest.
Okay, that's fine. We'll just travel back. It's okay. The elementals are under his control. They should be friendly towards us now. And then I don't know what kind of creatures we roll for in the snowy wasteland, but okay.
Cool. You guys travel north. The snow elementals will not attack you. So
As
let's do
we
some
can we
quick
chat for a little bit
encounter
as we
checks.
travel?
Please.
Nevitz looks at Daff with an incredibly angry expression on his very small, on his incredibly tiny face. Daff, what do we say about leaking information to people, telling people things they don't
Nevitz-
need to know?
Nevitz, you're being very foolish right now. I have him exactly where I want him, and this is exactly where we should be with him.
Maybe Nevin's dumber than me.
You know, Lenny,
Or not
sometimes
Nevitz,
I
yeah.
feel like it. I think we need to have a very important discussion about the types of friends that we want to keep. Because right now
Nevitz, you're being foolish. He
Oh.
now wants things from us, and he knows nothing about the portal, but he knows that he wants to know us, and he wants to do favors for us so that he can know more about the portal. We have him exactly where we want him. We have advantage over him. You are the one being dumb here.
What?
Trust me,
He's-
as your leader. You don't call the shots here. I do.
Of course,
Bitch!
of course you call the shots, but he already has a deal with us for us to work with him. I just don't see why we would reveal that we have a portal. Now he might try to play that or try to trap us or get that out of us in some way that we're not aware of. We need to be cautious of that now. Now that he believes that we're in possession of an object with great powers, we need to make sure that we keep that object guarded because he might try to procure it from us somehow.
We will.
We need to decide whether or not we value our relationship with him more or the family more as well. We need to have a discussion about this. Because right now
We
have,
don't need to. We can balance both.
well, we know that there is an orb that he has that is generating snow that the family wants that he probably doesn't want to part ways with. So we have two competing interests here. How do we choose which side we want to take?
It's easy. We get the portal in exchange, or we get the orb in exchange for showing him our portal.
You think that he, the guy that came here to be isolated from all, is going to give us that orb? He's just going to hand it over? If that's true, then why didn't we ask him for the orb in exchange for this mission?
Because we have exactly what he wants. A portal. It's his passion, his life. We have complete advantage over him. It couldn't have played out better.
Well, but we don't know if we want to give that portal up to him in exchange for a simple orb, no? That portal could be of great value to us.
Well, I mean, he seemed not to know about the orb.
That seemed to be the case. Did anybody see any orb that matched the description of the Orb of Winter while we were over there?
I detected it underground,
Okay.
but it could have been something pertaining to his golems, I suppose.
So, what are we trying to do here in terms of the original assignment given to us
Wait
by
a
the
second.
family?
Wait, Koibu.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how I detected magic underground?
Locate object, yeah. And you
Yeah,
located
sorry,
an
yeah.
orb.
Yeah, but remember when I looked into his laboratory and I saw a crystal orb? Was that the same orb?
You can't know for certain, but that would
But it
definitely
was the
have
same
pinged
place.
off.
It was the
Yeah,
same
it's the
place.
same direction, and it is an orb. That might be the thing that you were detecting. Maybe there's two orbs down there. Maybe, maybe not. But that's definitely one of them. That definitely could have been the thing you were pinging off on.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think he has the orb.
You don't think he has the orb?
No.
This is the exact location that we thought the orb would be at, no? And you detected an orb
There was
there.
another orb in there that we saw. I don't think it was the Orb of Winter.
What?
But we can investigate further.
Okay. So, perhaps then we should come back with with the crystals he asked for. Then maybe we can ask him about the orb after he's paid us for this mission.
Okay.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yep. You can travel through the frozen wastelands, and now that the snow elementals are gone, it's not too big of a deal to travel these areas. Can I get Lenny? You grew up in the woods. You are used to traveling around outside. So is Toki. Would Lenny and Toki each give me perception checks?
Not my fairest of your stat, but
Perfect. I just needed one of the two of you to be able to find your way home, and that will work.
home on the range.
So we're just going to skip through the traveling across the Frostlands, and eventually you guys will arrive in Bondundasir, or just outside of town. I don't know if you actually want to go into town. And we'll bring you to this map. Bondundasir is a port town. It's the place that you arrived at. And in the old Drakisian language here, Bon means of or pertaining to a river. So Bodme, Bontheris, Bondundasir are all like exits of rivers near the ocean. And so here you are. What would you all like to do?
I will try to talk to the voice in my head again, see if he responds.
Oh, shit.
What do you say to the voice in your head?
Wait, do you still have the
Hello.
ring?
No. Hello, me. Are you there?
Give me an insight check. No, there's nothing.
God damn it.
Aw.
Sorry, buddy.
It's all right.
Perhaps
Let's go in. Rest.
perhaps we should we sail off and check in? I don't know any types of wizard spells. Is there any chance that he could still be listening to us, or that he could have an eye on us as we travel? I feel incredibly uncomfortable knowing he might be listening in on our conversations. Would you know, Toki or Daff?
Detect magic?
Toki and Daff, give me Arcana checks. See what you might know on this subject.
That's good.
So, Katerino, Daff, you have heard stories of crystal balls. You've got a song about a wizard who uses his crystal ball to spy on girls taking baths. It's this great song about this pervy-ass wizard, and one of the key components about this is that crystal balls will transmit visual cues, but not audio cues. And that's like one of the facets in this tale about this, creepy-ass wizard, is that he gets this orb and he's able to spy on these people, but he can't hear what they're saying, and so he wants to, this song goes on about how he's trying to find a way to hear the conversation at the same time. And you're pretty comfortable or confident that a crystal ball or a clairvoyance spell is visual only, although there are other magical means of doing audio only. But
I
it might
actually
be...
do have a clairvoyance spell.
That seems incredibly powerful. So anybody with any orb could look at anything? At
Actually, I
Crystal
do know
balls, yeah.
my clairvoyance spell, you can choose seeing or hearing.
Yes, but you can't do both at the same time.
Right. So I would like to tell my party this information.
So how do you
about
choose?
orbs and
What's your
spells.
limitation on who to be clairvoyant on? Could you just drop in on a conversation hundreds of miles away, or?
My clairvoyance spell cannot. It's arranged, and it has to be location familiar to you. But I'm sure he has way more advanced magic than that.
If you cast detect magic on any given person, would you be able to tell if somebody was currently eavesdropping on you with a crystal ball?
I don't know. Here's the clairvoyance. I'm not sure.
So a clairvoyance spell will create an invisible sensor that might be detected by a detect magic spell.
Mhm.
And a crystal ball will work similarly. So if you detect magic in the area, you should probably be able to tell if someone is actively spying on you.
As we're outside the city, could I ask, Daff, could you cast a detect magic spell? Just to see if our friend is listening in or trying to watch
I don't have
us?
a detect magic spell.
And I looked
I
at
believe
Toki.
Toki does.
Toki? Can you cast a detect magic spell to see if somebody might be listening in on our conversation?
Sure. It's my last spell slot.
You detect magic and look about, and there's no one spying on you. There is no source of magic near you that you are not already aware of.
Okay. In that case, we can be reasonably certain that these conversations aren't being listened to. Maybe we should go back on our wizard friend and see what he's discovered about our little portal. And then maybe we can retrieve the portal from him if he's done investigating. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Toki?
I did cast it as a ritual. Just wanna, retroactively make that quick.
You take the 10 minutes to cast it as a
Thank
ritual.
you.
That's fine.
Okay. Do we want to go back and check in on our portal? Or rather, maybe we can only send one person to check in on it, and then the rest of us can investigate and try to find this Zaz pirate person?
I'll go check on it.
How about anybody that needs to have a long rest? Can take the cruise over. It's about a week's journey, I believe, Koibu, I think, said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anybody that needs to recover or rest for a week can head over and gather information from him, while me and whoever else wants to stay behind can begin this investigation.
I don't think I'll be good at investigating. Maybe just send me back. I do need a
wanna
long
rest.
rest.
I want my spell slots.
What about you, Daff?
I would love to rest. I think we should rest.
All right, is that what we want to do? I can begin a preliminary investigation here while you guys retrieve information about the portal.
Yep. Sure. Wait. Retrieve information about the portal. Why?
So we have the that one wizard from that large manor was investigating that portal, trying to discover information about it.
Yep.
You can see if he's uncovered any more information. If he feels like he's reached the end of what he can investigate, you guys can retrieve the portal from him. You can bring it with us. And then, yeah, right?
Okay. So you want us to go back to Whalers Bay?
Yeah, well, was it Whalers Bay? Was that where the guy was?
Well, the guy I think was near us, right?
Yeah, I think it was Whalers
portal
Bay.
is being held in Whalers Bay by the
Oh.
wizard there. Yes. Okay, so it looks like everybody except for Nevitz is going to go back to Whalers Bay to get the portal or get information on the portal, and then Nevitz is going to go scout out this pirate stuff on his own.
I'll probably stay in Bontheris with Nevitz, but my goal is to be resting. It's gonna be like a restful week. But if
Okay.
he really needs me to come out, I can.
Yeah, I don't need to rest at all, so.
Okay. So the party heads into Bondundasire. You're going to split.
Bon
Two
what?
of you going back home. Bondundasire.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I thought we were about Bontheris. Okay, yeah. Bondundasire. Okay.
Yeah. And then two of you were going to take a boat to Bontheris, and the other two of you are going to take a boat back to Whalers Bay.
Okay.
Yep.
I would say if he feels like he's done investigating, it's paramount that we have that portal. Don't let them keep it. You might have to do some fancy talking if he deems the object too dangerous for you to carry with you. You might have to figure out a way to convince him to give that object to you, so be ready for that, Daff. Don't let them keep that portal from us. It's an incredibly
What if-
valuable item.
I will retrieve
Nevitz.
this portal.
What's
What
that?
if what if he tries to offer us rare magic items in exchange? And would we ever be interested in trading?
I don't think we know enough about that portal to know the value that it has to accept any type of trade like that. I think it's good for us to hold on to that portal. We were incredibly lucky to come by it. I think we should hold on to it for a bit longer, in my opinion.
I think we're incredibly unable to use it, and it's only going to go bad. I heard the story of a cleric who blew up the world, and I think that maybe it's just not good for us non-magic users to have that item.
Well, I think all of us here are in good mental health. Hopefully we don't feel any type of tendency to throw our lives away by using the portal in a destructive manner. So,
Yeah.
We'll be fine, Lenny.
Yeah, I think
all
we'll
right?
be okay.
You don't trust yourself, we'll keep the portal away from you, all right?
I don't trust you to not use it dumbly, Daff.
wow.
Lenny.
Wow.
Lenny.
Lenny's been talking back recently.
All right.
Nevitz audibly gasps.
Daff turns to Toki and says, Toki, I think we should look for new muscle.
Am I
I'm
wrong,
not kidding.
Nevitz?
I want to get rid of Lenny.
No, Lenny's a sweetheart. He's learning to speak up for himself. I'm proud.
Speak up for himself on what, Toki? What have I ever done to Lenny?
Well,
Well, Nevitz
Sometimes-
said the plan, and then he had to re-explain it to you. It happens a
sometimes
lot.
people have to go through adversity together.
I have an attention disorder. All right, Lenny, leave me alone.
Lenny will walk towards the other boat.
Okay.
Okay. And then we are.
Daff actually wants to try to find new muscle while we're in town.
Okay, the party splits into two directions. Two of you going to Bontheris, two of you going to Whalers Bay. Why don't we take our second break, and when we come back, we will take a look at one of these two things, and we'll see where we go.
Sounds good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dyson Men. See what you're doing there. Toki, we're going to start with you and Daff. You guys can
Okay.
hop on your ship and travel away.
We're shipping it.
Mm-hmm.
We're shipped.
Where is our... All right, you sail back to Whalers Bay. Now, once you're out of sight of Nevitz and Lenny, and they can no longer hear your conversation or meet up with you because you're on a boat and they're on a different boat and you're heading in opposite directions. Is there anything you guys need to discuss or say or go over together without the prying eyes of the other guys? How serious are you about replacing Lenny?
Daff isn't very serious
He
about
spoke
it.
out of emotion, you know. We all
No,
have-
I think that Lenny's a funny guy, you know. He'll learn to respect me. And if not, I'll make him learn.
Ooh, that's hot. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to while we're on the boat, I want to sing songs to Toki. The pirate songs, sea shanties. Yar
Give me
har.
a song, Daff.
Yo ho, a detective's life for me. That's the song I sing, except more.
Yeah.
That's the preview.
Can I sing with her?
Let's hear it.
Yo ho ho, a detective
Life for me.
and I hope we don't replace Lenny.
We won't replace Lenny as long as he cooperates.
I'm sure he'll cooperate in the future. We're all
You
friends.
better make sure, Toki.
Yeah, I will make sure.
Okay.
It's a very
awesome.
passive aggressive song, okay?
Yay, song, music.
Yeah.
Are you excited about all your new forms and shapes?
Yes, I saw a polar bear for the first time. I'm very excited to turn into a polar bear soon.
That must have been magical for someone who loves animals so much, Toki. Is that your passion, seeing new animals?
Yes, actually, I'm turning into them. I think
That's-
animals are just wonderful. I think we're just one DNA strand away from being an animal ourselves, you know?
That's beautiful, Toki. I've never heard of this DNA strand you speak of.
Oh,
but,
I think we vibe with animals really well. I think we're just-
vibe, right? Vibe, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your trip goes fine. Can somebody shell out 14 gold for the two of you
Sure, I'll do it.
in
I'll
sailing
make a big
costs?
scene about it. You know,
I don't
so
have
it's like,
money,
I'll
so-
pay for it, Toki. Don't worry about it.
Thank
Wait,
you so
how
much,
much?
Daff.
14 GP.
Okay. And by me doing it, I'm going to take it out of the party.
Perfect. All right. The two of you arrive in Whalers Bay about a week later.
Are we home?
Question: before we did that, since we have a week and a long rest, could we maybe shell out XP for the last session and this session?
Oh, yeah, I'll start calculating that stuff. Did you not get XP?
We did not. You yelled
That
at us.
makes
You're like,
sense.
no, you don't need XP now.
Right, that makes sense. That sounds like me.
It does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Also, Koibu, can we get the dates on all of this stuff too, just so we know?
Yes.
Can we spend a session just riding the boats back and forth like 700 times so we can fast forward your world by like 15 years and see what's up?
Absolutely. If you guys want to like ever take a break and just say we're gonna chill and live life for 6 months, we can always just chill and.
I want to
live
do it for
6
30
months.
years.
Yeah,
Sure.
we're not a detective agency anymore. We're just friends, you know. That's what the campaign is. Our friendship.
Well, you guys chill in this town for 10 years goes by and it gets fireball and you're all done.
Nice.
All right, so you will arrive back in Whalers Bay on March 20th. March 13th is when you guys arrived in Bondundasir, and you had to leave on the 14th because you arrive in the evening and leave in the morning. So then it'll be maybe 2 days to Bontheris from Bondundasir. Maybe not even. Yeah, 2 days, a day and a half. So then you guys will arrive in Bontheris on Friday the 15th. Theris, perfect. So here you are, back in your old town of Whalers Bay, back where you have retrieved the crown, or at least the crown was stolen from and you brought it back to. There's the Baroness here, and there is the wizard in the tower here that you have met with and is holding your portal for you. So, what would you like to do, Daff, leader of men and women?
I would like to go to the wizard. We're gonna go up
Okay.
to him. Yes.
Sure. The guards at the keep recognize you and get you an
Hello.
audience with the wizard without any problem. Hello. Welcome back. Off to
Thank
see the
you
wizard
very
again.
much. Off to see the wizard. The wizard, wonderful wizard of us, of all of us.
Whalers Bay. Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Of
I was
course.
making a Wizard of Oz reference. That's Okay.
All right, you go back to the wizard and you head down into the study. The wizard is there with two knights. Not knights this time. They're just regular guards now. It looks like the security has gone down in here. The portal is in like a little case back on one side, and the wizard is currently tinkering with other things when you are brought on in. Turns to face you and says, welcome, friends. It's good to have you back.
Hello, great
What-
to see you again. Great to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
How is your how are your projects going?
A bit stalled.
Yes, was it?
It's been hard to figure out what's next steps to take without blowing up the entire place. So
I see.
I haven't
Well-
opened it yet, but
Mhm.
I have found how to open it. I think I mentioned that to you last time. I'm able to enlarge it and open it, but we haven't opened it yet. And
Right.
while it's enlarged, it'll only stay that way for a little bit of time. And so, in theory, we could send someone through it if we wanted to, but I don't know when they would, if or how they would come back or where they would really go.
Well, I have fantastic news. I have discovered a way to open the portal and
I
a
know
way
how
to
to
use
open
it. Well, you see, we're going to give it to someone else.
What? What do you mean, give it to
found
someone
a,
else?
I found a wizard. He,
I'm a wizard.
Yes, and I found one who specializes in conjuration and portals and things like that. So, I think it would benefit all of us and Whalers Bay, seeing as you don't exactly know how to open this portal without opening it up, or blowing it up, rather. If we would allow this wizard to help us, and we can keep you updated on the research, and
replacing
it'll
me?
be great. Well, you know,
After I dug into this, after I researched its contents, you're just replacing.
I'm willing to pay you 30 gold to keep it quiet and
I
take it off your hands nicely.
obligations to the Baroness. I cannot keep this quiet. I will have to tell her that you have taken it from me. But it is your portal, as we established at up front. It's yours to do with as you please. I just beg you to reconsider. A magic artifact like this, well, whose hands are you giving it into?
That information is not very important. We
It's a
can
portal
take
to
care.
another dimension. The hands it lays in is the most important question of all.
Well, we trust this wizard, and we will be the ones mainly tinkering with it.
What's his name?
I cannot reveal that information.
Come on.
I think it's something like Ted, Toby,
Ted
maybe.
the wizard? Toby?
Yes, can't really remember. Do you remember his name, Toki?
Teddy?
Teddy. Oh, I think his name is Joe.
Oh.
Joe Mama.
You're going to give a portal over to a wizard whose name you can't even remember?
He is very mysterious, but he is super competent. Trust us.
And you won't tell me who he is.
You've done great work, my friend. But this is not your area of expertise. And I really appreciate what you've done for us. And as a token of my gratitude, I will pay you. However, I would like for the further investigation to be done by a wizard who specializes in such a school of magic.
Can you at least tell me if it's staying within the confines of the kingdom?
Why would you like to know this?
It is one thing for you to... It is your portal to do with as you see fit. But I would like to know if the potential danger or power of this portal is staying within the borders of Drekis, or if it is being sent elsewhere. Do you know what I mean?
I will tell you that you will be safe, your loved ones will be safe, and you have nothing to worry about.
I protest, but it is yours to take. And I would like to caution you not to open it. But it is yours. And he walks to the other side of the room. The guards have perked up their head and stopped playing their card games and have watched this quite intently. He goes over to the other side of the room, picks up the small stone archway, and hands it over to you.
Thank
There
you
you
very
go.
much. Thank you. I appreciate it, and I will keep you updated, my friend. I would like to hand him 30 gold.
Thank you. He will pocket it, look longingly at the portal, and say, where are you off to now, then?
Well, we're off to complete our mission, of course, and we'll be back shortly.
I see.
We have our projects, and you have yours. And,
I've just grown fond of that thing.
well, I'm sure you can grow fond of other things as well, and we will keep you updated, you know? I understand when someone works on something for a while, it becomes sort of their baby, right? You know?
Yes,
you become
exactly.
affectionate. Yes,
Yeah.
and we will keep you much updated and keep you involved with the process.
I hope you one day learn you can trust me well enough to let me in on these secrets. I've only ever been good to you all.
So you love this portal, right?
I have grown fond of it and fond of my research with it. I wouldn't say I love it.
Well,
It's an odd
that's
choice of
strong
language.
But if you are so fond of it, would you be willing to make an offer to keep it?
You're offering to sell it to me?
I wouldn't say money is what motivates me here.
I would be willing to make an equal exchange for it.
Now, it wouldn't be yours, but it would be yours to tinker with. Still, I would not bring it elsewhere like I was going to.
Is this a shakedown?
It is not. I already gave you 30 gold, my friend.
So if I give you something of value, you will let me be the one to continue conducting the research.
I was just wondering if you had something of value to give me.
I would trade for the portal itself, but not simply to be a lackey who does research for you.
All right.
I
Well-
am not in the business of paying to do work.
All right. Well, thank you anyway, and we'll be going.
Are you
Bye.
sure it's not for sale?
What
Throw
would
down
you
some
give me
offers,
for it?
Koibu. Yeah. That's what I want to hear.
Well, let's see. You said money is not the issue here. So I have services, I have spells. I could offer you a
Boo.
access to my tools and my resources, my library, my alchemy lab. Let's hold on. What do I have around here? He starts flipping through his shelf of stuff, trying to make you an offer. Let's see. I have this. I have a wand of magic missiles. That's definitely worth a portal. Imagine, magic missile spells, often, nearly unlimited, but not actually unlimited, but very often, many times a day.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if not that,
Oh, this guy's.
let's see. What else do I have? I have. Let's see. I have light stones I could give you. I have a potion of fire breathing I've been saving for an occasion when the town gets attacked and I need to blow everything up. I have the Baroness has a sword.
Yes, what is the
a
Baroness?
plus one, the Baroness has a war blade that I might be able to persuade her to trade for the portal.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
a magic sword.
What does she have in her vault? Her most magical items.
Well, those would be hers. I might be able to persuade her to trade for this portal. She does love displays of wealth, and having a portal is one such thing. Maybe, why don't you... Here, let me lead you to a parlor. I'll have a servant bring you some tea and biscuits, and I will go talk to the Baroness and see if I can't get anything, if she'll be willing to make a deal. And he'll lead you to a parlor. Servants will bring you coffee, tea, biscuits, cakes, and he will hurry off to go speak to the Baroness, giving you guys a little while to chat while he comes up with some gear.
What are you doing, Dev? What's going on?
Exploring our options, Toki. Don't worry, it's under control. Listen, Toki. Listen. All right. We're
I'm
just
listening.
seeing the most we can get out of this portal. We want to go wherever we get the most profit, which might not always pertain to gold, and this might be where we find that.
So if this guy offers you better things, you're just gonna forget the other wizard.
What do you think I should do? I'm just
feel like the
exploring our
other wizard
options.
is a lot stronger than this wizard. But
You're just shopping around, Katerino. Nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Nothing wrong with exploring your
I
options.
agree. I think I'm window
Now,
shopping right now.
I would say that this wizard is like a poverty tier wizard. He's one of the
this
wizards.
wizard sucks. That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
this wizard is shit.
I don't know.
The
if
other
this
wizard wasn't that great either because he only had like a dagger to offer us. What we need to do, Katerino, is we need to take a trip to Wicktron Thorenthra, and we need to speak with the big
The
dick
fuck
wizard.
is that?
Who's it's the capital city. That wizard has probably got some dank shit if this wizard doesn't have anything cool.
So we're just gonna shop around for different wizards.
We're like
Yeah, well,
the U.S. government
We're window
shopping for like
shopping.
military contracts right now. You know, we got a missile and we want to sell it, but we don't know who to.
Okay. So
Okay.
he comes back sometime later saying, I have an excellent thing to offer you. A artifact of great power. It has to be used carefully and intelligently. This is an item handed down through the ages from baron to baroness to baron to baroness. It is a fan of wind, which at the start you might think fan of wind. How useful is such an item? Let me tell you about the fan of wind. It looks like any ordinary fan you might use, a lady might use to fan herself in the summer heat. But when blown heavily, it will create a gust of wind of actual realized power. It will be able to blow missiles away from you, fan the sails on your ship, make it go faster in short bursts, although you must be careful not to overuse it. You could damage the ship this way. You could use it to dispel toxic gases being blown your way. Perhaps, if it's timed right, even counteract the gaseous breath weapon of a green dragon. You could use it to create winds and blow things down the street, knock papers out of people's hands if you need that. You could use it to create distractions. A fan of wind, my friends, is the most powerful item indeed. Imagine being able to control the very elements themselves. This is a most prized artifact.
Yes, well, I hope you have a fan of wind and 50 other fans of wind if you want what I'm offering.
I see. Well, I tried. I do hope that you change your mind and come back. I do quality work.
Alright, I don't think I get much out of this. So, move on.
Farewell.
Thank you very much. We will be seeing you later. I'd like to grab the portal.
Yep, it's in your hands. You can walk out the door with it.
This has been my most fun session, I will say.
All right, you leave the tower behind, back in the streets of Whalers Bay. It'll be at least another day before you can take a ship back the other direction. Is there anything you want to do while you're in town?
I don't know. Do you want anything, Toki? Are you feeling anything?
No, just rest. I just want to rest.
Okay, let's rest.
All right. You guys can rest, hop on the boat, and sail back to... Are you meeting the party in Bondundasir or Bontheris?
I don't know the difference. I'll be honest.
Two different towns. Are you meeting them in the town that you departed from the party? Or are you meeting them in the town that they went to? They've got
I think that we departed from, right?
Okay, so you're going to head back to Bondundasir. Perfect. Okay, well, let's flip over to the other half of the party. You guys hop on a boat. You see the others sailing away. And is there anything you guys would like to talk about as soon as the others are out of earshot?
No, I don't think so.
I am mad, Nevitz.
What's wrong, Lenny? What are you mad about?
I'm upset that I was rude to Daff.
Well, why were you so rude to Daff?
I just felt he wasn't listening to me.
Well, Lenny, sometimes Daff gets frustrated.
It happens, often.
Yeah, Daff's just...
It must be hard being the leader of the party.
Aww, this is my favorite session so far.
Now, Nevitz, when we get here, what do you think we should do? Because I kind of need to rest.
Well, I think that we should probably begin our investigation. And then... I think we should probably begin our investigation. Just gather some information, and then we'll wait for the two of them to return to us.
Yes, I think that's fine. I would like to voice my concern about the portal.
What concern do you have, Lenny?
Now, I knew a friend who dealt in magical objects.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I heard a story from my brother who knew a friend.
Yeah?
And he said that they consume you, and, I just don't think that I want to go to other plane. I have my mom here, my uncle, my cousin. I don't really want to go to kill demon.
Magical items, Lenny, indeed do consume the lives of some people. Our goal is not to be consumed buy those magical items, but rather to find people who would be consumed by them and trade those items. That's all we do with the money. View that
So
portal.
we're selling?
Maybe we can sell it, but we don't only sell things for gold, right? Gold isn't the only currency that exists in these lands. There's plenty of other things that we could sell these or trade this thing for. So I agree that portal is a very scary thing. It's important that we use it in a responsible way or don't use it at all. Really think of us more as like a bank that's kind of holding on to that lamp for a little bit. And we're just waiting for a worthy investor to trade it off to.
Would Lenny know who Scory is?
Yeah, Scory is a big-ass red dragon. Haunts this other kingdom. It's a well-known fact around here because you guys are at war with them. Scory has been fighting in the war. Also, she's just been like in the area for a very, very long time. So everyone's sort of broadly familiar with Scoria, the great red terror of Mystria.
Maybe Dragon would be interested in trading. She like magic items, very powerful.
Yeah, maybe, Lenny. I mean, if our journeys take us across her path, that could be a possibility. Although right now, we have ran into an incredibly powerful conjurer who seems to have an interest or would have an interest in this portal. So maybe we can use this portal to get a favor or some type of object or something from this guy as well, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Lenny will chill. Yeah.
I think we'll be okay. Maybe we should begin our investigation.
Sure.
All right. You arrive in Bontheris on the 15th.
So I'm
March?
3 days into a long rest, right?
You are 3 days into a long rest.
Good.
Can I go to the local tavern?
We're all long resting, correctly?
Yes,
Correct.
you guys have already completed yours. You can
Awesome.
refill HP, hit dice, spell slots, any abilities that recharge on a long rest. All right, so you head into a tavern here in town, down by the docks. That is not tavern music. This is tavern music. There we go.
This
All
is
right.
tavern music.
You find yourself in the Gangplank, a tavern near the docks. It's kind of one of them cheap taverns, like a little dive bar sort of thing. The two of you are sitting at a table. A human waitress comes on over, brings you guys some drinks without even really asking, without you guys even ordering them, and then just says 4 copper, and quickly moves on to the next table.
I guess I'll put up 4 copper. Deduct it from my
I'll
sheet.
come by and pick it up later.
Yeah,
But
whatever.
you guys are now in the tavern chatting.
Let's just sit back, take in the day. I want to know over the next few hours if I hear anybody mention Zaz's name. If anybody's looking for a job from anybody, if anybody mentions Zaz, mentions pirates in general, maybe smuggling in general, maybe mentions magical crystals, any type of talk, I guess, is what we're listening for right now.
Okay. You got a whole day to rest and relax. The other party won't even be back for weeks, so you actually have a lot of time.
If Lenny were to like arm wrestle somebody, would that ruin his long rest or no?
I think an arm wrestle would be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
that's
do it
fine.
after Steven's RP.
Sure.
When you arm wrestle, is
So-
that an athletics check or an acrobatics check?
I think it's just a strength check
All right.
without a sub score.
You want to go?
Let's go, Lenny. All right, I throw my tiny little halfling arm up on the table. All right, Lenny. I'm helping you learn how to read. I'm going to help you learn how to be sneaky. You need to help me become strong. Let's go, Lenny.
All right, let me teach you about arm wrestle.
All right.
And then
strength
we'll-
checks.
Throw it up.
Throw it up.
Okay, let me see it.
Let's see it. I'm throwing a I'm throwing a nat 20 your way, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Go, Steven. You can do it. Oh. You got a 0 on
Not
one.
good.
I'm resting, Nevitz. Well, you are already strong in your own right. That's good.
I want that defeat to be so
Wait,
brutal.
he did a strength save. Doesn't matter, but
Actually, his strength save is the same as his strength check.
Idiot.
In this situation.
I'll do it. There you go. I'll do whatever you want. I got a lot of...
The barbarian is defeated by the halfling 1/4 his size in the arm wrestling contest.
Is it okay? It's not like anachronistic in your world. I know you said that gunpowder hadn't been invented yet. Is it okay then that I have these guns on me in this tavern, Koibu? I'm sorry. I'm done.
That was quite the setup for that line. I appreciate the
Thanks.
setup more than
I try. I'm just trying to find some inspiration for this goddamn campaign, Koibu.
Take it.
Thank
Take the
you.
inspiration.
Okay,
That's a better
there.
joke
See,
than-
I'm trying to win this goddamn campaign. I don't know what you slackers are doing.
You can't win.
Okay.
D&D, don't be ridiculous.
I'm looking around. Don't forget, I know these sneaky fucks, okay? Because I am one. And I can read their fucking lips. So if they're talking about some shit around here, I'm going to be looking out for it.
So what you get actually is someone, this well-to-do gentleman approaching a sort of skeezy lady off in a corner, and there's a brief conversation between them, and then she gets up, and you can see from the distance the words "follow me" being said from her as she like walks out, and he waits a minute and then like steps out and follows behind her. There's clearly some sort of deal going down on the other side of the tavern.
Okay. I get up from my seat real quick, and I say, Lenny, and then I throw down 4 more copper. I detected from my sheet. I bet you can't drink 6 beers before I get back. Or however many that would be.
I'll drink 20.
Okay, I'll be right back. And then I'm going to slink off, and I'm going to attempt to follow the person.
Lenny orders 7 beers.
Excellent. You order 7 beers, and she says that'll be 14 copper.
He'll pay when you come back.
You'll pay before you leave.
Yes.
Okay. She takes whatever coppers are on the table and takes off. You follow these people as they head down closer to the docks and actually into a smaller tavern on the dock itself. Instead of this one that you were at. You can read the label on the outside. It says Sloppies.
Okay.
Is the name of the bar. And you...
What, were you going to say
head
something?
on
Right?
in.
Okay.
Okay. In this tavern, this bar, it's much smaller. The lighting is much dimmer. Just a few candles being lit in chandeliers to shed some light here. And there is a heavily... Well, no, there's just a very heavy bouncer on the door. This guy that's got to be like 350, 450 pounds, standing right in front of the door, arms crossed over his big belly as you walk up after having seen the other 2 people walk in. He looks at you for a moment and goes, what do you want?
Well, firstly, I don't know if I would have approached him necessarily.
That's fair.
So
Okay.
give me some information. So they walk into a what looks to be a smaller tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other entrances from the appearance? Is it just like one door in the front? There could be one in the back. Are there windows or anything? Like,
There's a window in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me actually do a quick doodle in the ocean to the southeast of where you are in Bontheris. So we're gonna do we've got a dock that comes down like this, and square in the middle of the dock, like actually covering both sides of it, is the tavern. There's a door on one side and a window on the other. And then you can't really see if there's anything around back, and the sides are just off the edge of the dock.
oh, interesting. So this
Yeah,
doesn't.
so it, like, good.
So kind of waiting maybe like 20 or 30 seconds. It doesn't look like anybody else is really coming in and out of here. This seems to be like a more private affair. Okay. Can I kind of it has like a sign like advertising that it's a tavern, right? It's not like
Yeah, there's like
it's called
a
Sloppy's Bar. Yeah, okay.
yeah, there's like a cup of ale being splashed out all over the place next to Sloppy's.
Okay, yeah. Can I kind of stumble up, I guess, to the bouncer out front then?
Yeah, he crosses his arms and says, what do you want? What are you doing here?
Well, you know, sir, just looking for a wee bit of alcohol for a tiny halfling.
He sizes you up and down. I'm just gonna make an insight check on you.
Ada.
Ooh, he actually scores very high.
Ooh.
And then he'll say to you, "Does the owl screech at midnight?" Which is what you would know to be a slang term for like, what's an English equivalent? It's like a coded term that you would use to recognize another thief or rogue or person in the underworld.
Does the owl screech at midnight? He says.
Yeah, it's like a. Are you familiar with? Oh god, that's something. The Thunder Flash stuff from Normandy Invasion.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stall to think of something clever to respond with, but I'm coming up with nothing.
Okay.
Well, I guess I respond, well, of course, when else would an owl screech?
He chuckles and steps aside and opens the door, and you can step on into this dimly lit place. There's only a few tables. You will see that there is another door and a window on the opposite side. So the window and like the door is on the exact opposite corner.
Okay.
And the windows are on opposite corners.
Yeah.
And there is a small bar against the wall.
Do I spot the lady and the guy in here?
Absolutely. They're seated over near this window, right in front of you, at a table, discussing business.
Okay. I'll stroll up to the bar. I'll grab a drink. How much?
The drinks here are very expensive. It is a silver for a beer.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
I deduct 1 silver. I purchase a drink. I go and I sit down at a table opposite the room where I see both of the people, and I attempt to observe their conversation.
Great. So give me a perception check here. Or give me a perception check and a stealth check. One to see how well you can see them and everything, and one to see how well you can disguise your looking at them.
Okay, a perception check, 13, and then a stealth
Good,
check.
you got a good view of them?
Pretty sneaky.
All right, so you're really good at looking out of the corner of your eye and not making contact. They would have to score crazy well. I don't think any of these people have plus 10 to perception. And they definitely don't have plus 21 to perception. So they don't see that you're watching them. And you do get a good look at their mouth. And you can see the conversation going. And this gentleman has some goods that he would like to move that have a very heavy export tax on them. And he really doesn't want to have to pay these export taxes. And he's asking if this woman and her crew might be able to move these things out of town without having to pay these taxes. And he would be happy to pay her, like maybe half of what the export tax would be to get them out of the area, plus any other additional typical traveling transportation costs. And the woman talks to him for a little bit, lets him know that she will find the right person for him. She's more of the in-between. She's the middle woman here. And that she knows quite a few captains, sailors, who will take this job for him. Why doesn't he come back here tomorrow at this same time with the rest of the details and the money, and she'll have found the right captain. He agrees, and they get up, shake hands. He walks out of the room. She heads over to the bar and asks the bartender there, I'm going to need another... they're moving to the other side of the room, so I'm going to need another stealth check from you to change your position so you can see them and still not look suspicious. Oh my god.
I throw these 29s up all day.
Okay. You can see her talking to the barman and asking, well, who's around these days? And the barman says, well, Zaz is here and Mick is here. She kind of weighs her options for a moment and goes, Mick's ship is smaller, right? Yeah, let's go with him. Where can I find him? And the barman will kind of squats down behind the bar. You can hear some noises of things moving, and then like a short little gnome pops out and scurries across the room, runs out the door and down the dock. And barman gets back up and goes, well, they'll be here in a minute. And she goes back to her spot to wait for Mick to show up while the the messenger gnome goes off.
Okay. Can I walk up to the bar in a quasi-drunken like fashion, like maybe a little bit tipsy, and I'll slam down a silver piece to cover this lady's drink when I get to the bar.
Okay. Give me a deception check for how well you can pull off quasi-drunk. Stumbling.
It's decently
12.
enough.
Alright. So you stumble up, you slam down a silver on the... Because they have like a section of the bar at the right height for halflings and gnomes. Like they're,
Of course they do. They
they're
better.
an equal opportunity.
Yeah,
bar.
otherwise we would file some kind of suit against these guys, yeah. Discrimination. As I sit next to the lady, I've been looking for work out here. You seem like the kind of person that might know people. They're trying to hire some muscle. And I make a little tiny halfling fist.
I know many people here. What's your name, friend?
My name, and then I use my disguised name, is Steven, which is Nevitz backwards, okay? So no one can know who I am, okay? My name is
So
Steven.
quirky.
Yeah, and, you know, I'm a bit of a troublemaker myself. Now, I couldn't help but overhear you were talking about some other pirates in the area, and I'm going to be honest with you. You dropped that name, Zaz. I've heard a lot of great things about her. I would love to join that crew. Do you know where I could find her at?
Well, Stephen, I could find her for you, but I'm not really in the habit of handing out contact information to people I don't know and don't really trust yet. Well, what do you mean you're looking for a crew?
I'm not looking for a crew. I'm looking to join a crew. I'm bored here. This city sucks, and I don't have any more work that I can do here. So I want to sail off with one of the best smugglers that I've heard about, and I've heard that Zaz comes highly recommended. Now, I don't know how extensive your network is, but being close friends with a little red-headed lady named Fiona, I happen to know that Zaz in this area is quite the accomplished pirate. I would love to sail the seas with her for a bit and see what kind of mischief those guys get into. I'm dropping the Fiona name in the hopes that she's heard of Fiona because she seemed to be... that was the red-headed lady in the in Whalers Bay. That was like the big, yeah, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. She considers what you have to offer, or what you have to say, and says, what, do you have any special skills that I could tell her about? What are your strengths?
Well, I mean, I was able to sneak into here and listen to you the entire time without you guys being aware of it. I'd say that's a pretty good skill in and of itself. And I take out my dagger, and in an incredibly flashy display of acrobatics, I twirl it around a little bit, and I stab it down on the table in front of her. I think I can handle a blade myself quite well as well.
She seems impressed. Yeah, I can get a hold of Zaz for you. Why don't you come back here tomorrow morning, at noon, at high noon, and I'll have Zaz here for you.
Okay, that sounds great. Don't enjoy your night too much. I'll be back here at noon sharp. I'm not sure how, as we have no clocks, but I'll be back here.
High noon, when the sun is at the zenith.
Oh, of course, and I just eyeballed
Original
that.
time telling.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'll be back here at noon. I look forward to seeing you. I hope I get to work with Zaz soon. I'm real excited about this one. And then I pull my dagger up off the table. Pleasure to meet you as well. What'd you say your name was?
Rose.
Okay.
Because I'm so thorny, she says with a smile.
Fuck her, Steve.
Jesus.
Thorny, as in like bristly and difficult to grab
Christ.
hold onto.
My bad.
Okay.
All right, you can head on out of the tavern.
Lenny wants to try to drink his 6 beers.
All right, Lenny.
Rub skill?
No, I want you to
Where
give
is
me a con check because you are physically capable of chugging 6 beers. Anyone is physically capable of doing that, but your system might reject it all and puke it up everywhere. So give me a Constitution saving throw. DC is
advantage,
going to
would
be.
Because I'm such a big guy that I feel like this would be
What's your
short
mass?
work.
How much do you weigh?
He weighs 240 and he's 6'6".
240. No, he's talking about Lenny. I'm so sorry. That's the only one for today.
That's all right.
That's not the only one.
I'll just lower the DC of the check for your size. Yeah, it needs to be a DC 10 con check to chug. 12 con check for you to tug.
Damn.
22.
You pound 7 beers in
Seven
impressive
beers.
fashion.
Thank you. Did I get claps around the bar?
There was one person who was able to see. You did it really quickly, right? So
Yeah.
only the people who happened to be looking at you when you did it noticed. And you had 7 beers lined up before you, so there might have been a few people. There's one drunken old lady, like at the table next to you, who's looking at you and giving you a slow clap for doing it.
Thank you.
You know, my son drinks beers like that. Maybe
Not-
the two of you should have a play date.
How old is he?
45.
I want friends, maybe. Does he come here often?
He's right over there. And she points to the bartender.
I'll go up to him.
All right,
Chug
you-
off?
Excuse me?
Do you want to have a chugging contest?
Oh. Sure. I'll chug and contest you.
All right.
He's on board. Yeah, let's give this a shot. Hold on. Let me get my... you are going to make me an opposed con check versus his con check. We're also going to change the sounds here. And let's see. It's con to not puke it up, and then we're going to need would be the speed
Strength?
aspect of it.
How quickly your strength would be how quickly your throat can pull it down. I'd say there's throat strength.
I think that is a ridiculous statement. That would not hold up in court.
It's not int, so
It's definitely not int. I think it's just going to be 2 con checks. First for retention, second for speed.
What about dexterity?
no,
I
we
don't think
wanna talk
dexterity
about-
comes into play into chugging beers. I think it's all con. So this
One.
guy's going to roll 2d. Ooh.
Moat!
Oh my god. All right. So he gets like maybe a +1 on these. He will keep them down, and he doesn't go quickly. You are chugging fast, and you get to like the 4th beer, and then it all starts to come up very unintentionally in a projectile vomit across the bar onto some of the stuff behind it, while he is like taking his time and bringing each one down with ease and grace.
Oh, I don't feel too well.
And I'll go sit down and wait for Nevitz.
He chuckles. The barmaid goes, "What the fuck? Jeff! What have you done? Look at this thing. Look at this. And I have to clean it. I quit. I fucking quit. I'm not cleaning up any more puke." And she storms out of the bar, throwing her apron down.
Wait, she was the one who served me beer, right?
Yeah.
I leave.
You stumble out of the bar as well and into Nevitz. And you are, well, you did have 6 beers, and then you puked up the other one. So you are 6 beers in like half an hour.
I did 7 beers, Nevitz.
7. Yeah.
Lenny, nice job. That's impressive. I kind of like
The
peek
lady
around
who-
to make sure there's no one like chasing him out of the bar to see if he's like caused a commotion or anything.
Lady who served me quit after I puked. So we don't need to pay.
Oh, well. Good job, Lenny. I guess you got some free drinks.
Thank you.
Maybe we should head down to a local inn and rest for the night.
Let us do that.
Okay. You guys rest for the night. Next day.
This is day 4 of the rest? 5?
Day 4.
God damn it.
Day 4. All right, we awaken, rise and shine. I climb up onto Lenny's bed and I stand before him to wait for him to wake up. Lenny, hey.
I wake up with a halfling in my face, terrified.
Not in your face.
Because I don't know
I'm
why he'd come on the
standing
bed
like
in
the
front
sun.
of like on.
Well, because I'm not gonna
He's
stand
standing
underneath
on the
your bed and shut. Yeah,
you came
I'm standing
onto my
up
bed,
there.
and now your face is to my face, and I am afraid.
My face is not right in your
Nevitz.
face.
Why are you on me?
Lenny, listen. We have an important job today, okay? You and me
Yes.
are gonna go talk to some new friends that I made.
You and I.
I didn't realize you were a grammar aficionado, Lenny. Thank you for the
You
correction.
taught me last week.
That's right. Lenny, you and I are going to approach a couple of people today looking for work, okay? Now, you're going to be my strong, muscular friend. I'm going to be the smaller, fast talker guy next to you, okay? Together, we're a team. We're going to go and we're going to try to get a job on Zaz's ship, okay?
Yes.
Now, Zaz is the pirate that we think has those crystals. They don't need to
Oh,
know.
Crystal.
Yeah, they don't need to know that we're looking for those, okay? All we're trying
Won't
to do
bring
is
them up.
all we're trying to do is get work, Lenny, okay? You're just a strong, big barbarian, and I'm a small, wisecracking halfling, okay?
I can lift things for them.
Exactly. That's all you need to do, okay?
Yes.
Nothing extra. All right, Lenny?
Nothing more.
Okay. Well, let's do it. I hop off the bed. I walk to the door. I wait for Lenny to get ready, and we'll head down.
Okay.
I go.
You can head back to that same tavern, Sloppy's, at high noon.
All right. We head back to the
Okay.
tavern. Is there a bouncer up front? What are we doing?
Yep, there's a bouncer up front, just as before. He looks at you and nods. He recognizes you from the day before. It's the same large man. Steps aside, opens the door, lets the two of you walk in. And there at a table is Rose from yesterday, and who you presume to be Zaz.
Okay.
A woman standing next to. There's three women. You recognize Rose as one of them, and then the other two, one of them must be Zaz. One of them looks like a. She's got big, burly muscles up and down her arms. She's got tattoos all over the place. She carries a saber at her side, a dagger at the other side, loose pantaloons, loose shirt open down the middle without any buttons. The other person wears a tricorn hat with a feather in it, sort of a nice silk button-down shirt with a high collar, like a Chinese collar? Is that the term for the square one?
Sure.
And recently polished leather boots and tightly, tied up pants, like pants with the ties that come up from the cuffs to the hips.
Okay. We take a seat. Assuming there's enough room at the table, the both of us take a seat at the table.
Yeah.
One scone.
Everyone ignores it. Rose looks to you and says, this is Stephen, and this must be his bodyguard.
Bodyguard?
Stephen,
This is my traveling friend. We are very much equals with one another, but I'm sure you know in this industry, it's unwise to travel alone. This is my good friend, Yanel. Yanel. Him and I generally do our adventures together. He's more the muscle, I'm more the finesse. We seem to work best as a team. We're looking for some work.
My friends call me Yanel. You can call me Neil.
Go ahead and take your inspiration. Rose looks at the two of you and goes, I didn't hear anything about a second person, but so be it. Stephen and Yanil, this is Captain Zaz, she says, pointing to the woman with the tricorn hat, and her first mate, Sora. And I believe my work here is done. And she gets up and leaves, leaving you with Zaz and Sora. Zaz doesn't say anything first. Sora, though, looks Lenny up and down and goes, where are you from?
Whalers Bay.
Mm-hmm. You look
Where
like a
about-
strong fella.
Where are you from?
Somewhere else.
You look like a strong lass.
She puts her elbow on the table and raises her arm in your direction.
Lenny meets it.
All right, let's try this again. Give me a strength check here, buddy. Beat a 23.
Come on, Lenny.
It's not gonna
Lenny.
happen.
Wait, you have inspiration. Wouldn't matter anyway.
All right.
Wait, I have a bardic superiority die, but I don't think it's gonna.
That has long dissipated. It lasts like 10 minutes.
Time is an illusion, as Tempos would say, but I'll let it happen.
Thank you so much for letting it happen. She slams your arm on the table and looks back at Zaz and goes, "This one's no good." Zaz looks to you next and says, "I heard about you, not about this other one, and I could use a person with keen eyes and ears. Let's put it that way. I'm in the business of moving merchandise from one place to another and finding opportune moments to enhance my own riches and the riches of my crew, which have done very well as of late. But I do need a spy or a scout or a person who can move unseen. Most of my people tend to be great sailors, good fighters, but not so much on the sly side of things.
Well, I pity you.
I don't know if we've got employment for your friend."
My brother was a pirate. You
Was
might
he now?
know him.
Pirates are wanted people and should be hunted down and executed. You should be careful about who you say that to.
From pirate to pirate, I think it would be fine.
I don't see any pirates here. I see honest merchants who need certain useful people for their honest dealings.
I was useful on Barbo's ship. Brad Barbo.
I pat Lenny on the side. My friend here is not one for riddles. I'm sorry, you'll have to excuse him, Zaz. If you're looking for a man to be a lookout or to serve with somebody to gather information for you, I feel sorry that you didn't find somebody like me sooner. I absolutely can be of service to you. Just let me know what you need done.
I think first a test, though. I can't necessarily hire you based on one account. What would be an appropriate test for someone of your skills? She ponders to herself for a moment. I know. The sheriff in town is a woman named Molly. And she has a bit of a secret, but I haven't been able to find out exactly what it is. You see, our dear friend Molly here in town makes the occasional trip out of town to visit this odd mansion on the edge. And I have no idea why or what is happening at this mansion, and I would like to see what her involvement is with these people at this mansion. If you can figure out where she's going, and who she's meeting with, and the purpose of these things, or, in general, where she's going without being seen or spotted or drawing attention to yourself, then let's consider it. I'll consider that your test.
Sounds great. When does she normally head off to these mansions?
If only I knew. You see, my people can't really find out this information. They are fantastic at their jobs, which is not this. But she is the sheriff in town, and you can find her at her sheriff's station.
Okay, well, I mean, this will be a trivial assignment for me, but I'll get back to you with this information, probably within the week.
Excellent. I'll meet you here. Or come looking for me here. Someone will find me.
Of course. I'm sure I can find you when the time is ready. And then I get up, and I look to Lenny, and I say, "Oh, let's take off, Lenny."
Bye.
All right. The party exits.
How many days have passed so far?
It has been... Today is the 16th, and the others will get to Whalers Bay on the 20th, and we'll get back to the other town on the 27th. So you still have like a week and a half before the rest of the party is caught up.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah, you got time.
I think I need 3 more days of rest.
Yeah. I guess while he's resting, then can we just observe? Just
The
observe
lady?
the. Yeah, you said it was the
Molly?
sheriff, right? Yeah. So I guess we would just follow the sheriff around and see what's up. Yeah.
All right. So you can find Sheriff Molly at her sheriff station in town. She is. Let's figure out. Sheriff Molly is wearing a brass breastplate with leather shin guards and greaves. She has an arming sword at her side and a dagger at the other, a pair of manacles hanging off of her belt, a key ring with 4 keys on the other side of her belt, and a purse with some cash in it. She, in her sheriff station, she's got a few deputies there and a few constables who are just typically leather armed guards with spears and or bows. The deputies will have chainmail with shields and axes, though. And yeah, I guess they sit in their office until they get called off to do something, and then they head out to do it. So give me your plan here, because she's going to be on the move often as sheriff. What are you going to do? Are you just going to stalk her through the streets for the next week until she goes there?
I mean,
or
we've
is
got
there
nothing to do, so yeah, we might as well just follow her around, hang out in town, chat with each other, practice our reading, practice our stealth.
Great.
And yeah.
Well, then let's get stealth checks from the both of you for moving around.
Wait, would I be? I don't think I would be going out on this.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be following me around. We'd like meet up every now and then. Maybe Lenny would be out
Okay.
doing things in the city, or you
I'm just
kneel.
sleeping.
Easy peasy. Yep, she does not pass her perception check. So give me 2 more stealth checks, actually. Because it's a multi-day process here. And she doesn't go anywhere of interest until day 3, which is that. All right, so on the 3rd day, you've seen her walk around to the keep in the middle of town. She's gone out to break up some fights. She's gone out to the town gates when there was a questionable caravan coming in, and a whole bunch of people had to get arrested. And there was some weird stuff being brought in this carriage or on this wagon that they hauled off into like a small dark room and went over, and you never got a chance to see what it was, but it was definitely some sort of ill-gotten or illegal goods that were pulled out. People were arrested. And then one day, on the 3rd day of watching her, she leaves, but doesn't take either of her deputies with her or any other guards. And you follow her through the city streets without being seen until she gets to the edge of town on the north gate and heads through the gate and leaves town by herself.
Okay, as I see her heading to like the edge of town, and I've noticed, I imagine it would be quite odd for her to head out without any of her deputies. I would probably run and grab Lenny and tell him that it's time for us to go.
All right, you grab Lenny.
Yeah.
I'm
Lenny
ready.
has been grabbed. Excellent.
Excellent.
All right. You can get back to the north edge of town after picking up Lenny and head out through the gate.
And I'm fully rested, right? After it's been 7 days now.
It is not. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
It was
5,
4 days,
6.
5, 6, 7. Today's 7th, I think, right?
No, because you headed out and immediately started watching, so that would have been the 4th day. Today's the 6th day, actually, Lenny. I am so sorry.
Nevitz, do you still want me to come?
Yeah, Lenny, let's go.
All right, I'll go.
Okay. You get to the edge of town. It's probably taken you a little while to go back and fetch Lenny and come back out here, maybe 10 minutes or so. So she has a 10-minute head start on you when you come on out. Can you see her from where you are? Give me a perception check, both of you. DC 14 to see if you can spot her. It's not a very flat area.
19
Got
coming
some
up,
rise
Koibs.
to it. Oh. All right. You spot her. She is on the east side, heading through the fields, kind of uphill towards the woods.
Oh, are we following? Yeah, we follow her, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, and now This is the moment where I will need the both of you to make me a stealth check versus her passive perception at disadvantage because you're following from behind her and she's pretty far ahead of you. Shouldn't be too hard. This should be a simple follow, I think.
Got a 15 or 11.
An 11 will do great here. I think her passive perception in the situation was 8. So you follow her through the fields and kind of up a hill, down a ways, kind of down the hill on the other side until you see a large house, castle, mansion, a large building, sort of on its own property, well away from anything else. And she approaches the front door, gives a knock on it. You can see that there's like a barn nearby where there's a carriage parked. There's a halfling woman outside in the garden picking some maybe basil or something like that. And the door opens and an old butler stands in the front, motions her to come on inside. She steps inside. The
Do we see
door
any
closes.
Do we see any like banners or any symbols on the house?
That is a fantastic question, and if you don't already have inspiration, you should take it. No, this house has no banners or sigils or flags that it is flying, which
It's weird.
is unusual. If it was a noble's house, it would have some level of banners or flags or sigils or something like that. But instead, it's just a regular-looking mansion or large building.
Okay, Lenny, listen. I think we should just wait here. Wait for her to come out. When she comes out, we'll jump her in the forest, we'll interrogate her, we'll figure out what she's doing out here, and then we'll head back. I don't think there's much more we need to do here.
I will beat her.
Well, hold on, Lenny. We might not need to get that violent, but...
Oh, okay. I will push her down and let you speak to her.
That sounds a little better, Lenny. Yeah, I don't think we want to be running into this mansion with just the two of us without Daff and Toki with us, so I think we should just wait here. We can fancy some disguises for ourselves. Can we use, like, our shirts to, like, pull up, like, to do, like, makeshift masks or something? Like,
Definitely.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then, I guess, yeah, if that's okay with Lenny, we'll just wait here for her to come back out, assuming she'll come back out through a similar path.
So
I'm
you're
ready
waiting
to
for the
attack.
sheriff to come back out, and then you're gonna jump the sheriff of Bontheris as she
Yes.
heads back to town?
Well, disguised.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait!
Don't let him change your mind, Steve, with his weird... Are you sure you want to do that? We're doing it. We're jumping her.
She is in the building for maybe 2.5 hours.
Wait, hold on while she's in the building. Just talking to my friend Lenny. 2.5 hours is a long time to talk. Lenny,
It's a long time.
this is what's going to happen, okay? When she comes out, you need to grab her, and you need to restrain her, but don't hurt her. We just want to ask a few questions, okay, about what she's doing. It is incredibly important that she doesn't see either of us. Now, she's going to know that you're big, but even with our disguises, if she sees a large barbarian with a small halfling, it's going to be pretty easy to finger us in a crowd of people, okay? So it's incredibly important that you hold on to her, maybe cover her eyes, but don't let her turn around and see us.
I could go from behind and shield mastery her and push her to the ground as a bonus action, and then use my action to hold her.
Whatever you want to do, but just hold her and make sure that she's not looking at us, okay? That's incredibly
Yes.
important, okay?
Yes.
Okay, once I feel like you've got her restrained, I'll come out and I'll start asking questions, all right?
Yes.
Okay.
Question, Neil. Is trying to hold somebody... That's
a grapple.
So it's not a melee attack roll?
That is the attack action, and you make an opposed your athletics versus her acrobatics or athletics.
Okay, so reckless attack wouldn't work. Give me advantage, right?
Correct.
Cool, thank you.
All right. So let's also talk about your positioning. Where are you?
Give me a battle map.
Well, we're in a very large area, right?
Sure.
We're in
So
this
let's
sort
say
of
that
open
we have
fields,
like
forest.
yeah, so let's say that we're going to draw a line from where she exited like the small field or forest or whatever to go to the mansion, and then we got a line coming back. So Lenny is going to be kind of a little bit into the mouth of this forest along the path that she walked, and I'm going to be a little bit farther down, maybe 20 feet down basically. So the goal should be that Lenny grapples her, restrains her, and then has her so she can't see anything, and then I'll come out in order to talk to her. If she manages to escape, escape Lenny, then I would be positioned ahead of her so that I can catch her if she gets away from him.
All right. And Lenny is going to try and hide or disguise himself so that he can't be seen, so she doesn't like see a large man standing on the path.
Yeah, like hiding behind a tree.
I'm gonna
or
be
something.
behind a tree.
Yeah.
Big tree.
Big tree. For a big Lenny.
For a big guy. For you. And for her.
Okay. All right, let's do it. She comes out of the building after 2.5 hours. She's got a bit of a skip in her step, and she walks down this trail. Lenny's hidden behind a tree, probably with a view on Nevitz, who can give him a signal when the woman's about to cross. Can I get a stealth check from? Can I get 2 stealth checks from Nevitz? Because you can hide Lenny and like make sure he is hidden. So I'm going to use your stealth check instead of his for his hiding.
Tell him which one is which. Oh, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. All right. She botches her perception check. So she walks right past Lenny.
And
Lenny,
then
why don't you
after
give me your...
she's past me, Lenny will... Oh, sorry.
Make your athletics check at advantage because she does not see you coming.
Okay, here's the shield mastery, I'm guessing. That's
yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one you make at advantage.
21.
21 will hit. And that is opposed by her athletics or acrobatics.
If you take an attack action, you shove a creature. If I can shove him down, I think. If you are subject to an effect, this. Try to shove the creature within 5 feet of you, and I can make him prone. I don't know what that is against.
Okay, so she gets a d20 plus 5 to oppose this, and she wants to roll a 21 or better. Oh my god.
A natural one.
Natural one. She's knocked out on the ground.
Hit her with the shield. She face plants into a mud puddle, and you hop on top of her.
And
go ahead and make your grapple check at advantage because she rolls a 1 and has her face in the mud when you're
athletics.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Lenny's gonna try to just jump on her and like hold her down.
All right.
13.
And she gets the same check to counter her and does not do it. So you knock her to the ground and grapple her so her face is down in this puddle and she can't get up. She is unable to breathe until you let her, or until, she'll keep trying to make escapes every round.
He'll like let her up a little bit so her face is like out of the mud, but not enough that she can like come up and look around, right? Does that make sense?
Okay. So you're not drowning her
I'm not
outright.
drowning her in mud, no.
Okay.
But I am definitely
All
trying
right.
to keep her so her face is level with the ground.
Okay, when I see that she's restrained, I'll come scampering up, and I will stand next to the two of them.
I'm gonna tie her up.
What?
You can't tie her
Flip it
while you're
up.
grappling her.
Okay, that's
You
fine.
would need a free hand you'd probably need 2 free hands
Yep,
to
you're
tie.
fine.
I will draw
scamper?
I'll draw my dagger, and I guess I'll kind of like reach down and I'll place like the cold steel maybe to the side of her neck so she can feel it, just like the side of the blade.
Sure. And her voice comes when you do this. You don't even know who I am. You're making a huge mistake here.
And then I'll speak. We know exactly who you are. Okay. Wait, she's the sheriff
If you kill
of
me, you're in huge trouble.
Bon Dundasir, right?
Bontheris.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, we're up in Bontheris. Okay. We know exactly who you are. Your threats are incredibly idle. If we kill you, nobody would find your body, nobody would know the wiser. You have no idea where we're from, where we've come from, or where we're headed. However, we have no interest in your life and no interest in your possessions. We are here on a higher authority to figure out what exactly is going on inside of this mansion. If you value your life and the safety of the citizens of Bontheris, I implore you to tell us everything that you know about what goes on inside this mansion. We don't care about you. We don't care what you're doing. We're not here to hold you accountable for anything. We're only here to collect some information. I would suggest
What
you
higher
speak.
authority?
The higher authority is absolutely of no concern of yours, and you are not in any position to be asking me any questions.
God.
Whew. Why don't you make me an intimidation check at advantage? Holy crap. Well, I should have known that they would get themselves in some trouble sooner or later. That is the estate of the sorcerer Malachi and the recently married into the royal family Van Helsing. That's right. Son-in-law of the queen at this point in time. So you should be very careful with what you say and do next. These are not the people that you should be meddling with.
What business would you have with the great sorcerer Malachi, with the son-in-law of the queen, Van Helsing?
We have become somewhat friendly, and I can provide certain information for them and help them with be of some assistance with their great deeds, as well as relaying information from the Baroness here in Bontheris.
So you're spying on the Baroness? The very city that you sworn to protect?
No. I'm working as an in-between between these folks.
Why would she use a sheriff and not a simple messenger?
Some matters are sheriff-worthy, some matters are messenger-worthy.
Interesting. And it takes you 2 hours to communicate these simple messages?
It's a pleasant conversation. They weren't home right now. I spoke with their butler. He served lunch. He's a fellow person.
Am I able to do an insight check to see if I feel like she's being truthful for this?
Give me an insight check. Yeah. So far, she's telling the truth about everything.
Mm-hmm. So you simply deliver messages from a baroness in Bontheris over here to these 2 individuals. I guess I don't need to know exactly the information that you convey, but what kinds of information, I guess, are you telling these people?
Comings and goings and people in town. Locations of... There are favors orchestrated between these people. And I think it's time that you tell me now who you're working for, because as you know, if I'm dealing with the son of the queen, there's not much higher authority that you could be working off of.
Well, there are people
Her
with...
face is still pressed to the mud.
Sure. There are people with higher authority than the son of a queen, which I'm sure you know. But I believe that all the information you've told me thus far is good. Allows me to finish my investigation. The realm thanks you for your information, and we appreciate your services. And then I remove my blade, sheath my dagger, and I disappear into the forest, and I kind of look at Lenny to do the same.
I push her down in the mud, say, in a disguised voice, "Don't get up!" and then run away with Nevitz.
All right, you guys bolt into the woods, eventually making your way back to Bontheris.
Wait,
No.
I don't think we do that.
Nope. Hold on.
Big idea of Steve, yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we would like to wait 2 days outside of the city before we re-enter. I'm not going to enter the city immediately so that the sheriff that has access to every guard can ask them, did anybody come in before or after me immediately? So we would like to wait a couple days before re-entering the city.
I have a 10 on me.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Yeah, fuck you, Koibs.
Thinking ahead.
Not falling for that
Oh my
dumb
God.
shit.
None of that shit
Don't you
today.
try to railroad me in any of your bullshit, all right?
I'm so proud of you guys right now. All right, you kill a couple of days in the woods. I think
Am I
that's
long rested
reasonable.
now?
Yeah, now you've long rested.
Right, thank
You can find water, and I guess you guys can go hungry for a couple of days or scavenge whatever food you might be able to find, but it's not going to be a huge impact on us.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 days later, you guys walk hand in hand back into the town. Disguise
We'll
is still
go in
on?
like one, and then 6 hours later the other will walk in. Just play it safe.
Okay. Who goes first?
I'll go first,
Right.
and then I'll tell Lenny to hang out for a few hours, and then he can come in afterwards and meet me at the
Sure.
tavern.
Yeah. You walk to the gates. The guards are there. They ask you the nature of your business entering into town like they would normally for most people. What's your business? Short one.
A little halfling traveling around. I've heard great things about this city, and I look forward to being here. I might sail back to Whalers Bay afterwards, but I'm not entirely sure why the fuck I would tell you what I'm doing here.
It's my business to know why people are coming and going. Where are you coming from?
I'm coming from Gumbrun, if you must know.
You traveled the whole way over here by yourself?
I scoff.
It's a little dangerous for a little fella.
I don't know what little fella you're talking to here, but I'm more than capable of handling myself on this silly road between these two places. I'm insulted that you would
Notice
imply that I wouldn't
anything?
be able to.
Notice anything unusual along your way?
Nothing more than the normal dingy, dirty roads that I'm used to traveling.
Are you so defensive because this is a personal topic for you, Steven? Is this a soft spot?
Steven
People
is not
thinking
talking
that-
right now. This is Nevitz talking.
Just
but-
Nevitz.
I was just thinking, you have a little bit of your own emotions tied to this situation.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yep, he waves you on through. No problem. A few hours later, Lenny comes on through.
79 minutes later, I rolled it because he said 3 hours. So
Perfect.
I don't even wait. I come up and I just try to walk in.
The guard blocks your path and goes, "Hi there, fellow. What's your business in town?"
Food.
Is that it? You're just
I'm
here to eat?
here to eat and stay.
What's your business?
I am traveling through, and I would like to eat and stay here.
Where are you going?
To Fenden.
Fenden's the opposite direction.
Well, I came from below, and I went this way. I don't have
What
a
do you
map.
mean below?
I was down, I believe, in place you call Bondundasir.
You walked here from Bondundasir.
Don't have money for boat.
Through the wild woods.
Yes.
He looks at you, inspects your clothing. It is sort of torn and not necessarily in great shape. And why did you walk through the wild? Surely someone told you.
Don't have anybody to tell me. All my friends left.
What did you see in the wild woods? He looks at you with great suspicion.
I saw a... Don't tell people, okay? It's kind of scary. I saw 2 bears having hanky-panky, and I ran.
I see. That's really important information. Can you describe the nature of the panky?
Big black bear was on top of small brown bear.
Shit. Again? All right, I'm going to need you to come with me. This information needs to get to the sheriff as quickly as possible. We've had issues with bears and their hankying and their pankying, and it's...
Well, it was very far down in the wild woods.
Oh,
Not
no. You should definitely come with me.
If you need me to.
Yes, this information is very important.
I will go with him.
Okay, he's going to lead you right to the sheriff's office. And I guess you walk in, and the sheriff gets to make a charisma check to try and see if she recognizes you. She never really got a good look at you.
True.
She didn't
And-
get anything on me, really.
True.
Well,
At
when-
all.
True.
once you were no longer pushing her down, she was able to look, even though you did say in your fake voice not to, she still did.
Okay.
And her charisma score, strength, dex, con, int, whiz, charisma, is only a 9. So she's going to make a d20 -1.
To be fair,
Let's
her
see.
face was covered in mud, Koibu, so I would say
True!
it's kind of hard for her to look. I mean, there's a lot of mud running down her face and whatnot. It could have been
Sure,
obscured.
but you can get that mud off of you enough to see within less than a minute.
Yeah, less than a minute, sure.
Easily less than a minute. So I'm going to say a
It's a very
DC
wooded area, but yeah.
I'm going to say a DC 15 charisma check, and she's going to be rolling a d20 -1. So you're in a pretty good situation here.
Here comes the
But
natural
it's still
20,
possible.
baby.
Here comes a 20.
Hopefully, Katerino's finding some new muscle, Lenny, because you're going to jail.
Yep.
Natural 20. And why don't we leave it here for the week? And when we come back next week, we'll dig into what happens.
For the DM hacks emote. Holy shit.
Do you see how long he was sitting there fucking around with his keyboard,
Yeah,
getting
he
the
was
roll
like,
set up
"Alright,
and
let
roll
me get
20?
the
There's
exact
probably some
roll."
bullshit thing that you can type
Nice.
in.
There it is.
Yeah, good one, Koibs.
Well,
That's it for Dyson Men today, everybody. We'll be back.
And forever.
Are we meeting next week for Thanksgiving or what's going on?
I cannot do it next week.
Well,
On Wednesday, Thursday.
considering that half the party is in another town and will not be anywhere near us for another week or so in game, and that Lenny is having to deal with some guards. It might be time for the Nevitz solo session of infiltrating these people and getting the information he needs on his own. I know you had expressed some interest in trying out what a single session
maybe,
might be like.
Or even, Mr. Are you available on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I'm available.
Or we could even like finish this.
If we could move it like on like, I mean, whenever you want. I could do it anytime this weekend. I could do it.
Or we could just do it at the normal time. Or wait, we'll figure it out on DMs, whatever. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's okay. Okay. Go. Run it down.
Hi, I'm Mr.Mouton. I play D&D. If you want, you can check out my YouTube. I have another campaign called Desperate Measures on there. YouTube.com/MRMOUTON and go to destiny.gg/shirt.
Yeah, I'm Katerino. You can find me at twitch.tv/Katerino and at Katerino TV on Twitter and Instagram. Playing Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah.
Wow. LilyPichu?
Yep, LilyPichu everywhere.
Nice. I'm Destiny, guys. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to be playing some poker after this. I might play one league game with Moot if he's up for it. But otherwise,
play a million.
we're doing a poker. We got a poker sponsorship, boys. We're going to be playing some poker today. And also, if you have Twitch Prime, remember to sub. Okay. And Koibu, where can we find you? What's your next thing?
You can find me on Instagram.com/staycomfy. See you guys later.
There's literally nothing Soviet on my stream. There's literally nothing. The only actually that's wrong. Wait. Correction.